It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. It's Jason, talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Well, it is another great day here on the KVJ Show. Welcome to your Wednesday. I cannot wait to hear about all the adventures that went on yesterday, brought about by Jbird's running off of I-95. The best lead that we have so far is Danny DeVito did it.
I did not
looking into that.
Did not get any messages from anybody that had seen said Danny DeVito.
Yeah.
But I have not put out our PSA yet.
A PSA.
Yeah, we're going to be putting out a Crime Stoppers pretty soon.
Crime Stoppers, okay.
Yeah, me and Denny's are going to attack that thing, get the word out. I'm going to try to hit up one of the news stations. Maybe they will broadcast this horrific crime.
Yeah, okay.
It really is kind of a horrific crime, though. That guy went on with his day thinking nothing happened, or he saw something and kept going.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, the mantra of I-95 is kill or be killed. So, you know, that's kind of the way it goes. If you miss the adventure, some dude with the Dr. Phil kind of haircut and a red convertible sports car ran Jbird off of I-95 a couple days ago on his way home.
And we saw the spot where the car went into the brush yesterday. As I was driving him home, we slowed down dangerously, so by it. So
you did? Okay, so you guys added to the challenge of driving safely around that same area. So you almost caused a second accident right in the exact same spot?
We had to looky-loo.
Okay, yeah, because that always helps out I-95 traffic, the people that are looky-looing.
We're trying to looky-loo where the accident happened the prior day.
Yeah.
And we caused a new accident.
Yeah, I was going to say.
We certainly found it. Virginia saw it right away. It was, you could tell something happened. It's pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, just from the footage that had happened the other day, Jbird's car going full 65 miles an hour, right off into a bunch of palms right there, just short of North Lake Boulevard on I-95 in Palm Beach County.
The guy would have hit me if I did not move.
Yeah,
I don't think he saw you.
I think I was in his blind spot, and he was not budging. I go, dude, you're about to run me off the road.
Yeah, I've had that happen multiple times, where if it wasn't for your fast maneuvering, you would have been in a horrific accident because, people cannot drive on I-95. It is so dangerous.
I feel like something was with me that day, spiritually guiding my hands. I missed 3 to 4 major objects.
Thank
that
goodness.
Should have impaled me. I'm not even kidding you.
It was a Jesus take the wheel kind of moment.
My mom never drove in real life, but in the afterlife, I tell you what, I think her hands were there.
Aww.
You think so?
She never drove a car once in her life.
Okay. So she's better driving from heaven?
I would hope you would be. I would hope you'd get better skills when you do go to heaven.
I wonder what driving's like in heaven.
She used her angel powers.
Yeah, you shouldn't go to heaven and become a worse driver, right?
Yeah. I mean, I don't even know what kind of cars do they have in heaven. What's the transportation system like?
Do they even have cars in heaven?
Do you have anywhere to go?
You just sit on a cloud, right?
Oh, is that it? Okay.
You sit on a cloud and you watch Elvis play. So it's actually Elvis's hell.
Yeah, I was going to say. What's the other spot like?
Can't believe I got to play Hound Dog again. Oh, please don't make me do it.
Sounds like hell for everybody. Yeah, you said, though, whenever you get invested with a Virginia project, though, Jbird, it takes a little bit of time. And you did not get a straight trip right from the radio station to your house when she brought you home yesterday after work.
Well, I had a pee so bad, but I'm thinking, you know what? She's taking me right home. I could hold it.
Yeah.
She didn't take me right home.
I had errands.
Oh, you did? So he was on the back end of that list?
Oh, yeah.
Well, errands are done geographically.
I got you.
So if I got stuff to do and it's close to the radio station, I'm going to do that first.
Okay.
And then we work our way north towards the bird's house, and then I work my way north towards my house.
I was so confused. At one point, we were in the parking lot of our old station, station number 1.
I had to go drop something off to a friend.
Oh, wow. So
Yeah.
you
It was kind of weird to be back at that old radio station.
Especially the both of you. People be like, what's going on here? Why's KVJ in the parking lot?
It was like, It was,
You probably made everybody in the business building nervous. Be like, what is going on here?
They're like, oh my gosh,
Why are they back?
It's an RMF takeover. Why are they here?
Keep them talking.
Oh, my goodness.
There is I don't know how true this rumor is, but there's a rumor that there's still a Kevin in Virginia cutout. I wasn't allowed to be in the cutout for some reason, so it's just you two, and people have used that to throw darts at it.
Oh, I love that. That's hilarious.
I don't know if that's completely accurate,
I hope it's true.
but I've heard from 3 different sources, so...
Yeah.
Aim for the jugular, guys.
You remember that one, right?
I do.
Yeah, I think that was from way back in the day before you even joined the show. It was at the Dunkin' Donuts.
It was. It was the Dunkin' Donuts one.
That's where we had a Jbird on the show.
It's weird because someone who still works over there says, you all still got like weird props in the closet. You guys,
really?
I'm like, really? What is it? Because I could use some stuff.
Yeah. What did we leave behind?
I mean, we always had some weird, bizarre vaudeville act going on in that building. Yes.
You.
Oh, whatever. We all go down together. That's
We
how
do. You're right. But
this ship goes down together.
you're the finder of things weird.
I hit an iceberg. We all hit an iceberg.
Well, we got a lot of weird things here, too. So
Yes, we do.
just
And
follow
they've
KVJ.
made us move our weird stuff from one closet to another. Like, you guys have too much weird stuff.
I will say they have made us make us get rid of our weird stuff here.
So did you get home to pee in time, Jbird, or did you have to spring it in your pants?
I got there.
Okay.
I got there, but I had to walk.
40 minutes later.
I had to walk Dakota first, so I'm watching her pee. I'm like, oh, this is killing me.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah. But that's all right. Don't worry. Kidney strong, liver strong. Had them checked out.
Okay.
They said I have a kidney of a 16-year-old.
Really?
No, they
I don't buy that.
They did not say that, but it makes me feel good.
Okay. So we were talking earlier about Jbird had a tough ride home the other day as he wound up with his car on the side of the road and a bunch of palm trees. Somebody said, yeah, I just saw the area where Jason had crashed yesterday. He is lucky he didn't run into the guardrail, somebody said. Could have been a lot worse.
That's what I thought, too, because the guardrail was there. And then it wasn't, and that's where he went. If he would have hit that guardrail, he might have flipped. He definitely would have hit other cars.
I was really embracing to be impaled by something because when you're driving through, I was hydroplaning through all of that brush, it wouldn't stop, and then all of a sudden something just slammed, and I think it was a tree that might have saved my life.
Yeah. And the great thing about hitting a tree is I think it gave a little, and so maybe it wasn't as jarring as like hitting a guardrail or hitting a cement, because beyond that brush, there's a cement, like kind of mini wall.
Right.
No,
You hit that thing's not given.
That the person who wrote the email yesterday that said it's going to mess with your mind after, they are 100% right, because you start thinking, what if? And I try not to do that because it's not really healthy, but it's kind of hard not to think that.
I was like, maybe I shouldn't give him a ride home, because what if he's jinxed and now we wreck?
It was odd how I was talking about how slow of a driver I am that day, calling myself Mr. Magoo, and then I end up in this horrible I-95 car accident. And people are like, play the lottery, bro. I go, well, I don't think that's how it works. I got into a horrific car accident, and I need to go buy a new car now.
It is kind of tough. So do you have any idea like what you might be doing? You think that your Jeep is probably totaled?
Well, so I haven't really heard back. I think it takes a couple days to get all that information. I have been told by very credible sources, KVJ Nation, they said... I've heard a few people say this. If your bag gets deployed like that or whatever. Airbag. They say it's usually not fixable. Now, I know we get one factoid that says one thing, and then the next factoid says, what are you talking about? That's not true. I don't know the rules.
The rules are the insurance agent comes out and tells you what's up.
Yeah, if it's anything where, Mr. Pennington, it's going to pay $9,000 to fix this.
But the car's only worth $6,000.
If I was lucky if that car was worth $6,000. Oh my gosh.
That's why some people are thinking it'd probably just be ruled as total because no, basically, yeah, it ain't worth it, man. Let's put that thing to bed.
No, but I do have an idea of what I want to get, but I don't know if it's even legal.
Okay.
And I don't like looking up stuff anymore. You know why?
Why?
We do a talk show, and if you're always looking up things,
Yeah.
you don't have things to talk about. So maybe this is something someone else is thinking about doing, and they get the answer right now.
Okay.
I want to buy one of those cars where the steering wheel's on the other side of the car. I'm talking Britain style.
Oh.
Are we even allowed to have them here in the States? Could I drive with my steering wheel on the right side of the car?
I've seen people with that,
Yeah.
but it's pretty rare.
How
Right.
fun and Willy Wonka-ish is that? The guy's he's a little off. He's driving on the wrong side of the car. Better
I think
watch.
the only problem with that is I think he's going to add a much added level of difficulty for a guy that already has a difficulty driving with the steering wheel on the right side.
Let's take Magoo.
Well,
I don't know.
And make it trickier.
I don't know if adding any other challenges to driving is the right strategy.
when it comes to this stuff, they say the first month is the hardest. So
Yeah? Is that
learning
what they say?
pretty much about any new skill.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I had some friends that have gone over to Europe and they've, driven and they've been on the other side of the road. They said it takes a little getting used to. And it's not just the fact that the, steering wheel's on the wrong side of the car from what you're used to in America.
It's like that in the Bahamas, too, and
Yeah.
it's tricky. It
Right.
is very tricky because you got to retrain your brain.
Tell me that wouldn't go off though. That would be pretty dope.
I don't know.
You would like it.
Meredith's got a solid idea. She said you just need to get a driver's ed car with 2 steering wheels. So if you're ever driving anybody, it might be a better driver and you'd be a guy. Can you take the wheel, or if things are not looking good, they can take over?
It's a team effort.
Yes, right, exactly. Tandem driving.
So Meredith, I know that was supposed to be insulting, but honestly, I love that idea.
Might be a great plan.
Your car looks like a bumper car.
Yeah, can I?
2 wheels.
Look, I'm down with that. Can I get one of those things?
2 steering wheels.
That would be awesome as well.
That might be the right call.
Something goofy. I don't want no normal car.
Okay.
I'm gonna get a Frito van or something. Dorito car.
Yeah, I don't really see you in a normal car.
No, I did. The last car I had was such a boring, basic Jeep. I'm glad that thing's gone.
It was the cheapest thing on the lot.
Yes.
Yeah, how much are those chip cars? Like, it's shaped like a UPS car, but it's got, Lay's potatoes or Doritos on it.
Like a bread truck?
That's what I'm talking about. Now we're talking. This is the think tank.
I don't know
Yeah.
if bigger is the way to go.
I don't think smaller is the way to go either. Small, me.
Mid-size. Let's do mid-size.
I can't get a mid-sized bread car.
a bread truck?
Dog. Talk of the neighborhood. Maybe of the county. I don't know. Dude, bread truck.
I don't know. Well, if you want a truck, Good Greek Moving and Storage can get us any kind of truck.
Not that big. That's almost like too
yeah,
big.
but they have every size, though. They have bread truck size, smaller
Oh,
ones.
they do? Okay.
Yeah.
Well, think about it. What if it was a Doritos car, or even better yet, a pizza car? I don't know.
What's a pizza car?
A car with pizzas on it.
Oh, okay. You could get any car wrapped with like pizzas on it.
Well, I think it's got. I got Sicilian oven. I got to watch out for. Maybe Sicilian oven will give me a car.
Think like Wienermobile, but with a
Yes.
giant slice of pizza.
Okay, across the top of it.
Why is Virginia getting this? She sees and hears me.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Captain Crust car.
Oh my! He has a mobile.
This has been very productive.
It's got to be a 2-seater because there's got to be a time. Princess Pepperoni, hop in.
It's totally. Yeah, I'm there. Can we get the 2 wheels?
We have
the
to
2
fight,
steering wheels?
We have to fight Lieutenant Lettuce. He has disease.
Lieutenant Lettuce. He's got that cyclospora.
He's gonna crap all over you. We must stop him.
That's pretty impressive. That's a good way to get rid of somebody behind you. Remember the James Bond cars used to have oil slicks? That ain't oil.
Okay, I like this. So we
Yeah.
are looking for a chip or a soda or a food van.
Okay. Got a suggestion for maybe an armored vehicle for you.
Armored vehicle.
Armored vehicle.
Might be safe.
Nah.
No.
Safety is not my middle name.
Okay.
Magoo is.
No, I think Crash is.
Okay. Any other suggestions? Yeah, where do you buy these goofy cars? I assume they go up for auction. I know that they used to have car auctions, and I remember once upon a time we were looking for a little school bus for some stuff we wanted to do for KVJ.
We came close to buying a KVJ short bus.
Yeah.
We wanted one really bad.
There's certain sites you can go on where they sell all kind of cars, and they will have your Frito type cars out there.
And I bet you could get somebody to make you custom anything you wanted.
But what's cooler, the custom job or the OG vintage? Oh man, is he driving an '83 McDonald's van? Dang, that is power.
Well, Virginia, I know how much you love all things space, so I'm sure you're going to be jumping right on this. As a lot of people are going to be looking to the skies. They say before sunrise, might be too late, but 6 planets, Mercury, Jupiter, Mars, Saturn, Uranus, and Neptune, are going to be stretching across the pre-dawn sky. Now, there's going to be a total solar eclipse today, but we're not going to be able to see it. You got visibility in Greenland, Iceland, Spain, Portugal, and they say U.S. viewers might catch a partial eclipse peaking between 1:53 and 1:55 p.m. So maybe you'll see a little something, but I'd imagine you probably got to be a little bit north in the U.S. to do something like that.
North.
Yeah.
Is that the way to say it now? Uranus?
Well, the more fun way is your anus.
They had to change it because too many jokes were going around.
Yeah, it might have always been that way, but I think the dumbasses took over for a while.
Well, I mean, and they're in the dumbasses' defense.
And we speak for them.
Yes, come on, Uranus.
It's a much better.
It's so much fun.
It's a much more fun way to do that.
And the class giggles.
Yeah. And they got that meteor shower that is going to be peaking tonight as well.
Now, will that be visible to the eye?
Supposed to be. I don't know how much we'll see it. You know, I think a lot of times we get kind of robbed on some of these things. It seems like when you're further north that you get to see some of the cooler lights in the sky that we often don't, being a little bit further south.
It's crazy, too. When I was out in Oregon, there was no lights whatsoever. You look like you are looking at salt in the sky. A free show, if you will, Virginia.
Wow.
Yeah, some places definitely better visibility. And if you're further in the country, typically you have better visibility. City lights don't drown it all out.
That's why so many aliens go to the country.
Salt in the sky makes me want a margarita.
Yeah.
You want breakfast?
No, I want a margarita.
There's got to be a place serving margaritas at this early.
If you play word association, does almost every word remind you of a cocktail?
Kind of.
You could play that game.
If I said Milky Way, you're going, White Russian.
Oh, my gosh. A White Russian would be so good.
Orange juice.
A screwdriver.
Yeah, that's an obvious one, yeah.
The breakfast cocktail.
It's weird how we talk about space and Virginia somehow brings it back to margaritas.
Well, he said salt.
Okay, yeah. What would you say are some of your favorite food trends over the last 20 years? And there has been so much stuff that you could jump on. In fact, you could almost break it down into different categories. Everything from the rise of all the plant-based stuff that we've had to how social media-driven food culture has really taken over. I mean, that's probably where you've gotten a lot of your most trendy foods that have happened. How many of these did you jump on? Avocado toast.
Never.
I did buy into the avocado hype, but I'm just not a big carb girl.
Okay. Yeah, that kept me from doing it, but I got to admit, I had the avocado toast, I think, at first watch. Pretty dang good.
See, me, if I'm getting avocado toast, I go, can I have avocado toast? Please hold the avocado. And add extra butter.
Yeah.
And make it Texas toast.
Yeah,
Right.
real thick like.
I think when I got the avocado toast too, it had that sea salt on it, which that is a relatively new thing. Do you remember sea salt 25 years ago?
Well,
being a
no.
thing?
It was regular salt. Morton's made it, and that
Right.
was the only option.
That was about it.
What's the difference between Morton's and then sea salt?
Well, now there's all these just like specialty sea salts that supposedly have better minerals, more minerals. Some are pink and from Himalaya.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not buying that
I
crap.
don't know what that means,
That
but
is-
it certainly looks cool.
All they had to do was throw in pink and Himalaya, and people are like, oh, I gotta try it. No, I'm not buying it.
Regular salt costs $2. Pink Himalayan sea salt costs $6.
Of course, that's all they've done. They tried to make it sound artisanal, and then
Yes.
they put a huge price tag on it.
But it looks so cool. It's pink, Kevin.
Oh, I know. That rainbow bagel trend that went on, did you jump on that?
No, I don't. You know how I feel about food dye.
Yeah, when we went to New York, my kids had to get a rainbow bagel. I was just like, why? I'm like, is it a different flavor? Or is it just a bunch of food coloring in it? Like, why are we doing this?
It looks like the Superman ice cream. Not eating that either.
Right, didn't like it.
Well, you're also not 5.
True.
Dubai chocolate, did you get on that trend?
I did try the Dubai chocolate, and let me just tell you this. It's not all created equal.
Okay.
So you got to sniff around and try a few different ones because some are just exquisite and some are meh.
Yeah. Did you get on the cronut trend? Remember how big that was once upon a time?
Oh, is that when you take corn nuts and put it in your soda and let the salt kind of marinate with the sweet?
No, it was the pastry.
It was part croissant, part donut.
Ooh.
We did do that. We tried it.
That
remember.
sounds familiar.
Somebody brought us one.
It's about it's probably 10, 15 years old now.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Let's bring that back. I don't think Virginia could make it. It sounds kind of hard to make.
I couldn't make it. I'm not a baker on that level.
It'd be tough. It'd be tough to get here by tomorrow.
You got to ask Honey Face.
I don't think you can make it.
I don't think I could either.
That doesn't sound like it's happening. If I had to guess.
I would
one's dead on
say it's got
arrival.
a Ice Cube's chance in hell.
Yeah. Acai. Had you even heard of that word? Ever had an acai bowl before 25 years ago?
First of all, I didn't know how to pronounce it.
Right.
Acai. I said acai for a few months.
And the other one, they threw all these words at you. Remember that you had acai, and then when you got that, then they threw cacao at you.
Cacao.
And you're going, can I get an acai bowl cacao? And you're like, you're trying to order just your basic food now. You can't pronounce anything. It's so hard to say.
That's one of those foods where I can't tell if I hate it or if I like it. I'll eat it. I go, it's kind of good. Then the next bite, I go, this sucks. Like, it's kind of good. It's one of those foods I don't know if I like or not.
It's supposed to be really healthy and great for you,
Oh,
but
I probably don't
yeah,
like it.
it's a health food thing.
I think you can kind of sex it up a little bit though. You can throw in some nuts and some fudge. And
Fudge.
Yeah, I think you can. I think can't you?
You could do whatever you want, but I've never seen it with fudge at the store or at the place that makes it.
Been a lot of different spicy things that have come out too. The sriracha trend over the last 20 years got to be huge. And that just kind of came out of nowhere. Hot honey.
Yeah.
That's got the hotness right now. And so is the I know it's been around, but you see it everywhere now. Aioli sauce. Aioli sauce.
Artisanal aioli.
It's everywhere. And honestly, overrated.
It's just fancy mayonnaise.
It's fancy mayonnaise and not as good.
It's mayonnaise in a cute outfit.
You know what
That's all it is.
It's mayonnaise after mayonnaise has had drinks up until 3 a.m. in the morning. It's a
Okay.
little bit kind of like you want to fight a mayonnaise. It's got that kind of vibe to it.
Huh. That's an interesting description.
Yeah.
I'd like to see you fight mayonnaise.
I think he has.
I have. And
I've seen that.
And I'm undefeated.
Yeah. Yeah, so you've had all these different words thrown at us from the acai to cacao, artisanal, farm to table.
Oh, that's a big one. Are you doing F to T?
Yeah.
What does that mean? Farm to table. Didn't you say farm to table? And I still don't even know what that means.
Ramen has had a moment in the last 20 years.
You're right. The pho.
Matcha, which I still don't know what that is. I don't think I've gotten on the matcha trend. If I have, it's been accidental.
I think it's like a tea.
I think so.
Yeah.
It's supposed to. I think it kind of leads into a lot of these things that I'm not an expert in, but everybody got the gut health stuff. I mean, that is a trend that even on the more recent end of the 20 years.
I'm noticing a lot of pilaf. Is pilaf making a big old comeback? Don't you know?
Like a rice pilaf?
Yeah, I'm seeing pilaf everywhere.
I think a pilaf's always been around.
It's not
if you go to Louisiana, you got a lot of pilaf.
Oh, I'm talking Florida, girl. I'm seeing pilafs galore.
I'm glad it made its way.
Yeah, pilaf is great. I love pilaf.
Who doesn't?
Pilaf is spreading. Warn your friends.
Where are you in the gut health category? Have you done the kombuchas and the probiotics and
I gotta tell you, I do. They're not all kombuchas taste the same, but I had one in New York City that was delightful, absolutely delicious.
Yeah, we had one of our KVJ Nationers here in studio last week, and he's actually got a home fermenter, and he makes like his own sauerkraut and does all that kind of stuff because he's so into the gut health stuff. I was like, I didn't even know that people were doing that, fermenting their own foods now.
Oh, yeah.
Now, if he would honestly speak on it, does he really feel so much better when he eats the fermented foods? Or is it not that huge of a difference and he just thinks it's better on the inside?
Because I got to tell you, I mean, for my gut health, I had a Frosty from Wendy's, and I felt like it coated it.
Yeah.
It felt... I
Used to
felt
be my hangover
I
cure.
felt good.
Yeah.
I felt like, all right.
Frosty's got a benefit.
I get some nutrients in me. I get this coating.
Yeah. I mean, if you're really destroying your body, it's a good way to go. It's a lot more of a fun ride. Yeah, I don't know. He seemed like the fermentation stuff was good for him. He believed in it. Some of the stuff, that's where I wonder, is it really true, or have you just bought a bag of lies?
It depends on how many people are doing it. When someone says, I believe in eating these grasshopper heads, they're great for your blood, and only like 11 people are doing it, that's called a cult.
I think what happens, there's almost like a course, because a lot of this stuff is so expensive. So you get it, you try it, you think you're trendy, and you know you spent a lot of money, so you know it's got to work. So I think your initial thoughts are you're in denial, and you're believing that it is really working because you're trying to justify and try to say to yourself, I'm not a sucker and a huge moron who just spent a lot of money on something that's not that effective.
That I learned about from an Instagram ad.
Yes.
I remember I was dating somebody. I knew nothing about almond butter, and she had like a flavor she wanted. So to be nice, I surprised her with some almond butter. That was $24 for almond butter? How good can almond butter be? That's not in a cake.
They say it's way better for you than peanut butter.
I don't care. Then take 3 years off my life and give me peanut butter.
I hear peanuts getting demonized.
Yeah.
Oh, they've been demonized.
In certain places. And I was like, damn.
Since the 90s, they've not had a good run.
There's a food trend that I got into, loved, and I think I'm getting out of it. Charcuterie boards. I got one the other day. My wife kind of overruled me. I wasn't sure if I want to go with it. They're so expensive. You get so little food. I hear all those processed meats are not good for the nitrates. I got 2 little slabs of cheese on this thing. Some of these little pickled vegetables, I got about 5 olives, like $27. I'm like, what are we doing here?
Also,
I'm like, I think I'm actually turned on the charcuterie board, and I think I'm going to start attacking them.
The other thing,
I'm not a fan. I'm out of the charcuterie board.
you know what
game.
else happens
a
too?
ripoff.
If you leave it out a little bit, the sides of the cheese gets a little hard. The meat, even the sides of the meat gets a
gross.
little crispy.
Yeah.
I don't like
You
it.
don't want to hit a charcuterie board at the end of the party.
You do not know.
Get that thing fresh and fast if you're going to be going for that. And then probably to me, the biggest trends in food over the last 20 years, maybe not even what you're getting, but how you're getting it. Food delivery. To me, that has revolutionized the game. I could not believe how much that caught on, how many people do it, and the conversations around it.
Well, people get so jacked up when they go, wait a minute, we can get other food, just not pizza and Chinese food? I can order from Cheesecake Factory?
Yeah, it blew people's minds.
It blew my
Yeah.
mind. I couldn't believe it.
Yeah. Until you saw the bill.
Oh,
Yeah.
that blew my back.
I don't know what's a worse value, food delivery or charcuterie boards.
Get a charcuterie board through.
Imagine getting a delivered
delivery,
charcuterie board.
which does exist, by the way.
You get 2 small pieces of cheese for $300. Terrible investment. And air fryers. You know, that really has changed the game as well.
In a great way, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I am a big fan of the air fryer. Mm-hmm. It's not the end-all be-all on everything, but it can save a lot of food that is not savable.
They say there is a great longevity test to see when you're going to die. They say that people who couldn't stand on one leg for 10 seconds without holding on to anything had an 84% higher risk of death from any cause over the next decade.
Wow. Okay. I definitely got this. I mean, I was standing on one leg this morning on my shake plate.
Oh, you were, huh?
So,
okay.
Yeah.
You got it?
I got that.
Yeah. I don't think that's that impressive, right? I mean, that to me seems like a basic thing.
But that's good. Then we're not going to die in the next 10 years.
I hope, but I don't know. I haven't tried it.
Try it, Jbird.
You stand on one leg for 10 seconds without holding on to anything.
I'm really sore, but I'll do it.
No, you don't have to. It's just a little test, yeah.
I think simple.
I don't think it should be that challenging. I would imagine. But they say you got to try it on both sides, too.
I've been doing this my whole life. This is the crane technique.
It is, yeah. You do the Miyagi thing. Yeah. They say there's a lot of these little things that you can do to just see where you are. And it might be a good little reality check. If you need a little motivation and you do one of these simple little tests and you're not as strong at it as what you think, then there are other little nominal exercises you can do that just start adding a little bit more core strength and things like that. And I know a lot of people, they get so overwhelmed. I've seen that time and time again with the whole workout game. You're like, I don't have the time, I don't have the energy, I don't want to go sweat like crazy. Look, it is so basic. I am telling you, if you get your diet right and you do some minimal type of resistance training and a little bit of aerobic activity, it is amazing how far it goes. And people won't commit. You can commit to that. And it takes nothing but 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there. You don't need.
In your house.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, I got a cheat code. I just hang around people who look way unhealthier than I do. And I'm like,
Smart.
oh, this guy's looking pretty healthy over
That's
here.
right.
Yeah.
If you hang around really unhealthy people, you'd be like going, you know what, I'll be the last to die.
No cute friends.
That's why I loved Virginia's primary care doctor at the time. She told me, she's like, oh my gosh, you are so young. You've got teeth like a teen. Like she gave me all these young compliments.
Right.
Meanwhile,
you don't have to change yourself. You just have to change your circle of friends.
Every patient she was working on were in their 90s.
And then she retired.
I know. I felt pretty when I went in there.
Now, there are a couple of things that they're telling you. When it comes to exercise, they say the sweet spot, if you can do it, 2 hours of exercise a week. That will extend your longevity. They say when people train for 90 to 120 minutes a week, they reduce their cardiovascular death by 19% and the risk of death from neurological diseases by 27%. And, you know, you can get more benefit by doing more for strength training. But look, if you can hit that mark, and that really just means, you know, if you can do 30 minutes here, 30 minutes there, you can get to that goal pretty quick.
I have led the league in seeing doctors this year, and pretty much every single one of them said, at minimum, if you're able to go out for a walk daily, go out for a walk for 2 reasons. It's getting you moving. It's also great for your mental health. And they've even done research of all of these great-minded philosophers back in the day, these inventors, these super smart individuals. They all made time for walks. They would take walks. They'd take 30-minute walks to clear their head, to almost be a mood interrupter to what they were working on. But there's a correlation to that.
You have to do it too without your phone. That's what I have found. Like when I try to bring the phone with me and double duty it, it's not as rewarding. When I'm walking by myself with no phone, no nothing, just my thoughts, you can work through problems and things that are struggling, things that are bothering you, relationships that you're troubled with. Like, you can work through things.
There's 2 ways to do it. Like, if I'm doing running or exercising, I kind of need music to go to kind of get me going, but that's different than taking a meditative walk, which I think is more psychological, more like what you're talking about, working through things, and it's good for you physically, but yeah, it definitely helps you mentally. You ever try running 3 miles with no music? It's god awful.
No, it sounds completely horrible.
It's terrible.
I try to stay away from things I absolutely hate because there are ways that you can get some good health benefits to your body. I'm at that age now where it's like if if I don't feel like doing it, I'm not going to do it. So I try to keep it easy and fun.
Well, running's a hard no at this point.
Yeah.
Walking, let's go.
You're not going to run? You'll never run again?
Nah, I'm done with running. I just think that, at a certain age, the body isn't meant to be jarred. At least mine isn't. And it was hurting me too much.
Mm-hmm.
I was getting too many little injuries.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what am I doing this for?
That's why I quit running at 9.
I'm going to run.
I realized I'd aged out of it.
I have a goal that I want to meet. I want to break a record of, I think the guy is like, it's the quickest mile or quickest whatever, but it's done by the oldest man on the planet, and I want to break his record to see if I can just even keep up. Start off small.
All right.
No, I don't feel like there's a lot of confidence or support.
I'm not confident you know what the challenge is.
Well, that is, I got plenty of time.
All we know is it's an old man that did something.
He broke a record, the fastest mile, I think, as an 83-year-old.
Okay.
I want to see if I can break that.
Okay.
I want to run, Kevin.
All right, setting your sights high.
Well, I know I can't beat a 23-year-old.
Right, yeah.
No, not a shot.
Yeah.
No, it's more about just trying to get my body back in shape.
Yeah. Well, I think a lot of times they sell you things and maybe the goal seems too high and you don't do it. Like they had sold you forever on those 10,000 steps. And they're saying they actually shot that too high as well. They said it didn't really come from medical research at all. It originated from a Japanese pedometer called Mampokai. That was marketed during the 1964 Tokyo Olympics, and that's where they got it from. But it didn't come from any heart health or anything like that. They say 7,000 daily steps is where health benefits peak.
But do you have to count every one of them?
No, that's what the pedometer does.
Yeah, the pedometer or your phone does it too.
Absolutely. Yeah. But if you want to work on your math, you could count it yourself manually. Go old school.
399, 400, 401. This is getting too. This is a little too much for me.
They say if you can do the 7,000, they found that you have a 47% lower risk of early death, a 38% lower risk of dementia, and 25% lower risk of cardiovascular disease. So 10,000 too high, 7,000 more like it. So I always love to hear when people say, you know what, you're working out too hard. Bring it down a bit.
That's crazy.
It's encouraging.
Try hard, lesser.
Right.
Said try harder, try lesser.
Do less. I like that. That's what I'm all about for my health benefits. I'm absolutely going to try to do less.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Hey, what a messy situation. So I'm sure you remember the story we unfortunately had to tell you a couple months ago about Malcolm Jamal Warner, who had unexpectedly passed away on vacation. He was swimming, got caught in a riptide, and unfortunately passed away on vacation with his wife and daughter. Like, just horrific story. And now, it's even worse as his widow is fighting with his mother over the late actor's estate. His mother, Pamela Warner, was the executor because he had not gone back in and, changed all of his estate planning. It was still reflective of, years prior when he had put his mother in charge of his estate, and he just hadn't re-upped the documents and signed the new stuff and got it all done. And so the mom is still the legal executor over his estate, and it left his widow and their child just kind of now fighting with the mom for the money. It's crazy.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff that does happen. Yeah, you think, ain't nothing going to happen to me.
So a close friend of hers, the widow, Tanisha, has now started a GoFundMe. And that is hopefully how they're going to be able to stay in the home.
Can you tell me what Theo's best friend's name was in The Cosby Show?
Bud?
No, that was Rudy's.
It was Cockroach.
That's my man.
Cockroach.
I used to love when they'd always do raps about, school assignments. They'd come down, get the whole family, and they'd talk about history and make it into a rap. I always loved that.
Well, a British radio station accidentally announced that King Charles had died. Oops.
Yeah.
How messed up would it be if you're listening to the radio and you hear that you just died and you're like, I don't feel dead?
Right.
Yeah, I guess it was a fake bulletin that they had gotten ready just in case it happened, but whoopsie. They also didn't correct the mistake for about 30 minutes, so a lot of people thought, well, they're like, well, I mean, they said it and they never came on and said it was wrong.
Right.
Ugh. They did eventually, after 30 minutes, come on and apologize and say it was a technical issue.
On it.
And finally, good news for Taylor Swift. Yesterday, she was announced as the newest member and the youngest member ever selected for induction into the Nashville Songwriters Hall of Fame. She is the youngest songwriter ever to be inducted.
Good for her.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
You know, the social media influencer and YouTube creator has been around long enough now that we're starting to see the progression of some of the careers and what they look like. And there's a guy named Damon Darling. He's an Ohio-based comedian and social media personality that is starting to show this a little bit. As a younger dude, he was doing these prank videos. And he was going into places and doing goofy stuff, and a lot of that stuff, you know, revolved around him going into places like Walmart, and he would do some kind of like prank content. Like he would go in there, throw some items off the shelves, or he'd stage falls. And in 2021, he did one where he poured milk all over himself inside a Walmart while wearing only underwear and a vest. And so, you know,
And Walmart's like, bruh.
well, you're throwing things, you're staging falls, you're pouring milk, which somebody else could come and slip on. And they said, you know, this is a big old joke to you, but we can't have this kind of stuff. And he had done it repeatedly. And so they gave him a lifetime ban from doing it.
Because that's different than filming out in public. People get it all twisted. They think you are allowed to go in and film in Walmart and do all this stuff. Technically, you really are not. And if Walmart finds out you're doing that, they can absolutely shut that down. That's privately owned. That's their policy. That's different than filming in public. People don't. People got to get off TikTok. I'm serious. There's so many TikTok lawyers out there that know nothing about the law.
Well, it's so funny. I was just looking at his thing when he was getting busted, and it's on TikTok.
Yeah.
And he was
Right.
like, what do you mean I can't go back in Walmart? The cop's like, dude, you can't go back in Walmart.
Walmart owns like 9 different other companies. That means they're trespassing you from every company Walmart owns, you dumbass.
Yeah, they said you can't go in Sam's Club either.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Walmart owns that as well.
And he's like, what? Why?
What did I do? I didn't do anything. I just, poured milk on myself when I was naked in the middle of a grocery store. And he's got the nerve to argue with the police officer.
He does. Like, he's like one of those people that's like about to say, I know my rights.
Oh, it blows my mind. People who say they know their rights when they don't really know their rights.
So he boasted that he was banned from every Walmart in the world, yet he kept trying to go in, but not to do the pranks. He transitioned from doing those kind of pranks to this got a dollar video in which he would approach people and give them money. And so he said, okay, let me start doing the kind thing now, because let me see if that gets a little bit more traction. So he would go in and he would help strangers. You see, that's almost a category now of influencer and type of videos where they just want to help people, and people love the positivity. But, you know, ultimately, good for them. I'm much happier that they're doing good things. But the bottom line, they're doing this for money. It's their living.
No, they're doing it because they just want to be nice people.
But you can't do it at Walmart because you already got kicked out of all the Walmarts.
By the
You
way-
got to take that act to Target.
By the way, a lot of those feel-good videos you see, a lot of those are staged.
Sure.
Those are actors they pay to go, hey, man, act homeless for me. I'm going to give you this cake.
Wait, people lie?
You're going to cry. Then I'm going to go, look inside the cake. There's keys to a Lamborghini. What? I can't believe it. And it's all not real.
So this guy then kept trying to go into Walmart, but he's got this ban. He's like, but I'm doing good things. Yet he still got stopped. And this was one of the videos that then got everybody all upset, being like, this guy's trying to help people. How dare Walmart keep him from going in there and paying for people's groceries and doing kind things?
I'm just buying people's groceries.
I know, man. You're not allowed in any Walmart.
Well, actually, the police officer said that isn't true, though.
That's not what the police.
How can a police officer say it's not true? It's private property. If they simply say you're not allowed, the police officer can't overrule them. Be like,
No.
I'm going to make this place it's private property, let you in, and the cop doesn't have that jurisdiction or authority to do that.
Well, Milk Boy, he knows his rights. He's read up on the rules on this. He knows what's going on.
I think a cop trumps Walmart at this point. Is what he's saying.
The cop trumps Walmart.
Law trumps policy. You can have policy set up in your company, but if the law trumps that, your policy doesn't mean anything.
And the store manager said I could be in here. I just spoke to her.
She's not a store manager.
Well, she said she was the highest one in charge right now.
I don't think she's higher than Walmart corporate. And if they've banned you, they hold the authority.
Dude, this guy just wants to be combative. He knows the longer he stays on with the police officer or whoever he's arguing with, all of his fans are going to go, yeah, that's right, man. You're
just trying to help people.
You're the modern day cowboy, man. It's cool.
Mm-hmm. Well, it got him all the way on to TMZ. They were asking him about this ban because people got all upset when they saw the video like that. Being, I cannot believe that Walmart would not allow you into their store. That's a place where people need groceries, and that's all you want to do is give them free food.
They give them money out in the parking lot.
I respect their wishes. I'm at a point where I'm just going to do what they ask me and not come back and not film at their business. I don't want any problems. I don't want anyone boycotting Walmart. I don't want people to stop shopping at Walmart. I don't want to put any more negativity or anything like that out into the world. There's enough of that. My what I want to do is bring love and laughter, and that's what I want to do. So I don't want to add to any kind of drama in the world. So I'll respect their wishes and I'll just figure something else out.
Okay, he's got to go to another store to do all of his kind deeds.
People are saying he's doing things now to help people. But that doesn't matter. He was known for doing pranks in Walmart and doing terrible things in Walmart, so they trespassed his ass.
I would feel differently if he didn't have the history that he did with Walmart and they hadn't banned him. I think I would feel differently about this. But the fact that Walmart had said, hey, you did a lot of things that could have gotten us massively sued and you jeopardized the health and safety of our clientele. We've decided we don't want you in this store. They still don't know what he's going to do.
Exactly.
Even if he comes in under the guise of he's there to buy groceries for people, you never know when he then all of a sudden takes the milk and pours it over his head. And they're like, okay, that's the kind of stuff we can't
Just because he's doing
happen.
nice things now doesn't mean they're going to forget about the terrible things he did before.
Yeah.
They'd be like Ted Bundy killing all these people and then going into a store and it's caught on fire and saving 9 people. Well, I saved 9 people. I'm a good person. Yeah, you also killed 30.
Yeah, Walmart doesn't have to forgive you for your sins that you committed in their store when you spilled milk and scared shoppers. That's all they will remember. They will not remember any of the good you did. They only will remember the bad.
And I know he's saying, well, I asked the Walmart employees if I could film them. It's not up to the employees.
Right.
It's up to the owner of Walmart.
Well, and Walmart already has a pretty strict blanket policy at a corporate level about filming in their locations because unless they bring the crew in themselves, they don't typically benefit from people filming inside their stores and then posting the content.
Well, because people are like renegades. They go rogue and you can't control people unless you are controlling the shoot.
Also, too, real charity is when you do something and no one knows about it.
Absolutely. And I think that's the move now for this Damon Darling. And I get it. Everybody wants to take on the big corporate giant. And there are many instances where you should be taking on Walmart. I just don't know if Damon Darling versus Walmart is the fight that you think it is. And I know a lot of people are getting a hold of me, be like, you got to champion this guy. I'm like, after I looked into it, I'm like, I don't know that I do.
Yeah, and I'm seeing people saying Walmart's terrible. They're awful.
That's a separate argument.
I get all that.
Separate argument.
That's a separate argument. You just can't go into a business. If I go into a business, we know all about this because, believe me, there were stunts I did inside of a business, and they said, you cannot run that. It's against the law, and I was not allowed to run it.
Yeah, but I think you have to keep your hate for Walmart at the door when you come inside to this argument.
Yes, I agree with you.
So you can can have that. We'll have that discussion all day long. You can feel the way you want about Walmart corporate. That's all good. But I think in this instance, you got to lay down the groundwork.
Oh, look, I agree. Walmart sucks. I am on your side about that. But you also have to protect the law, and you can't be acting a fool. And some of these influencers are going to get someone hurt.
Yeah, especially if you're spilling milk all over yourself, and now there's a milk spill on the ground, and then some little old lady slips in it. I mean, you've created a huge problem for Walmart. Even if you just do that once, they are well within their rights to say you can't come back in Walmart.
I saw it happen on a video. You ever see that one guy? You might know who he is. His name's Joey Swole.
I never heard the name.
He calls out people's bad behavior, usually in gyms where someone's filming someone that might be overweight and the person's making fun of them and go, look how this person's using the dumbbell. And then they'll upload and humiliate the person. He goes on there and tags that person and says, do not do this. This is wrong. Yeah. He's doing that to
Never shame anybody at the gym.
Yeah, exactly.
Good for him.
Yeah, he's a good follow, Joey Swole.
Yeah, look, I love people who are doing good content, doing good things. I would love to see that a lot more than people going out and, causing a fool out in public and stressing people out and making their life hell. So I love what you're doing. Damon Darling, just take it to a different locale, baby.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Keep with
new
the
arena.
plan, new arena.
Yeah, almost 80% of people are on the side of Walmart on this one.
Which is staggering numbers.
Yeah.
But, y'all, he knows his rights. Actually, you don't.
I only had 9 beers, man. I know my rights. I don't have to show you my license. Yeah, you do.
I get it. We like to fight the man. We don't like that big corporate big brother looking out after us, imposing their will upon us, following us everywhere we go. It has really been fascinating to see the backlash on these flock cameras that they have. And now I seem to notice them everywhere because I'm actually paying attention. And so I'm like, oh, there's one, there's one, there's one. And social media is just riddled with people finding them positioned in weird places. Say, why would they have one here? People trying to convince you that they're actually tracking people's faces, not just their license plates. Oh. And then there's a pushback where they're trying to say, yes, but look what it's doing to crime rates. Crime rates are dropping all over the place. They're saying, yes, but they were dropping anyway. It's not because the flock don't take the credit. So there's all this kind of fighting that's going on back and forth, Virginia.
Flock fight.
It is a flock fight, and it really boils down to what we had said before. It's some people that they love the security of it, that they can track somebody super fast and pull them over a clear benefit. But the liberty you give up, it doesn't seem like a majority of people like having anyone tracking where they are. But the counter argument to that is, look at your phone. They can track you anyway. Are you going to give that up? So you could argue, though, that the flock cameras are more effective because they really are busting people. I saw a story just yesterday again. Somebody was acting a fool, doing something they shouldn't have done. Flock camera picked him up. They found out this is a troubled person. They got law enforcement right on him. And this is a person that, when they stopped him, started shooting at the cops. So they're a dangerous individual that you want to get off the street. So that's one in the flock category.
It started off with the guy pouring milk all over himself. I'm kidding.
The next story will then be about somebody that was abusing the flock cameras. And they were spying on their boyfriend with it, which is one in the loss column. So it seems like every day it equals out. You get a win, you get a loss for the flock camera system.
They both have marketing. They really do. Both sides put stories out every day, and you're okay, I see that one. Oh, okay, I see that one too. Now, what do I feel?
It does make you feel like you can't ever have a private conversation anywhere anymore because you don't know what's around, what's being recorded. Even that one thing you saw, you played, remember that fight of that couple in the back of an alley? They had no idea they were being recorded, and it's everywhere.
Well, you think you go home to have your fight, but yet all your equipment is in there listening to you, your TVs and your Roombas and
yes, my floor's clean,
your phones, and
but they know I'm laundering money.
Yes, everything, and that's it. And that might be the ultimate question, because really, to truly get the liberty you want, it is going to mean giving up anything that is an electronic. It really is, because all of them, even your refrigerator, I think, is listening to you. So, where are you going to go to truly get this liberty anymore? And part of the fight that's going on is it is kind of a propaganda war. And that's why I introduced this, not because it's a true story, but to let you know how far people are going. Now, this could be false. I don't know. But there's somebody that's saying they got a private investigator to follow the CEO of Flock. who does this. Now, I thought it was Palantir. I don't know if that's who they're talking about. He looks like a young guy. But they say for 3 days, they tracked this dude, and they found some interesting things in how he tries to avoid his own product, at least according to the video.
Trailing the CEO of Flock for 3 days, my private investigator found 3 separate cars, 3 separate routes, and 3 different plates. But the man who made his fortune recording your license plate changes his own every day to preserve his privacy. And what does that tell you about the value of privacy itself? The reality is, the evidence that Flock prevents crime is non-existent. Cities that have been covered in Flock cameras saw the same crime reduction as cities with none, because crime fell nationwide everywhere at the same time. Flock simply stood in front of a falling curve it didn't cause and called it proof.
So there's the propaganda against the Flock. Now, my question is, just because he has 3 different vehicles with 3 different plates, does that just mean he has 3 different cars that he likes to drive sporadically? I mean, is that such a really big, is that a huge get? I don't understand what he's saying. Or is he changing out his plate every single day?
I think it's rich guy movement.
Right.
Is that a humble brag? I've got 3 cars.
That's not a wild thing for a CEO to do, you know? So if he's like, gotcha, I'm like, well, I think that's what a lot of rich people have. Unless he's actually changing the plate on every single car every single day.
Right, that's different.
And I don't think he was saying that. I think he was saying he has 3 different cars with 3 different plates driving 3 different routes every day.
Well, you're not allowed to change the plates on one car.
Wouldn't think so, yeah.
No, because that registered plate is registered to that car.
Yes. But yeah, there's a huge propaganda war, and they're trying to take down these Flock cameras. And I think it's going to be interesting because, like I said, it seems like every day that propaganda war, you'll get one win for Palantir and the Flock cameras, and you'll get a loss. And both sides are trying to find something to shape their narrative every single day.
I'm dizzy.
We're in the middle of the fight, though. It is. So I don't know that people are more passionate about anything out there other than these Flock cameras. But there are a lot of opinions, and we actually do like hearing yours. This is your chance for you to vent. What are they?
Are you mad at the Flock cameras?
Yes, you can let us know. And I know when we did the KVJ polling, 80% of our audience is against them. So people are not liking that watch KVJ TV.
That's a big number.
It is a big number.
What are y'all doing in y'all private lives?
Well, they just feel like they're giving up that liberty, Virginia.
I know.
They say America was built on liberty.
Not everyone's as vanilla as you are.
Okay, so what are your random strong opinions? What random thing do you have an unusually strong opinion about? You can let us know. Sound off 877-979-WRMF here at the KVJ Show.
I think my strong opinion is I think I take a police officer way seriously when they just have a mustache. It's almost kind of like
authority.
It's part of the uniform. You're like, this son of a biscuit knows what they're talking about. They stay in control. They got the emotions. I'm going just on my experience I had with my car accident. The police officer, close your eyes and picture a police officer. That's him. He looked, could not have been more of a police officer.
Flat top or no?
But no, not really a flat top.
Okay.
Young, good-looking dude.
All right.
But it had the straight-up cop mustache, and it added credibility.
Okay.
It really did.
Panda's been working with the Martin County Sheriffs now for a few months, and he is rocking a mustache now.
The way
he loves it. He's like, some of the cool SWAT guys have this mustache, and they do, and they look good. And he's like, yeah, I like that look.
And it can't be a crazy mustache.
No.
We're not looking at Yosemite Sam or the Pringles mustache. It's got to be your 1976, like high and tight, very trimmed. That's when you know this cop's not messing around.
The mustache makes a statement.
It does.
Strength, it's power.
Yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, sir. Here's my license,
You
sir.
better say yes, sir, to that mustache.
Yeah, it does. Gives you respect and authority.
It does.
Goes well with the badge.
But then in other industries, a mustache, if a guy's got a mustache, he's working at the kids' arcade, you're like, all right, what's up with this guy?
The guy in charge of the ball pit at the arcade, if he's got a mustache, it's different.
The guy giving out the skee ball tickets with the stash, I don't know if I'm trusting him.
I agree with you.
Well, Alyssa said, my random strong opinion, if a person doesn't cover their sneeze, they don't deserve a bless you. You know what? I kind of agree with that because You are blowing germs all over the place. If you can't even take the courtesy to try to cover. Now, look, if it sneaks up on you, whatever, I'll give you forgiveness. But have you ever seen those people, they just haul back and go, and the mist comes out, and you're just looking, I'm like, you barbarian. What is wrong with you? Were you not alive during COVID?
I will hightail it away.
Yeah, you deserve an ooh, not a bless you. I'm not saying a bless you.
I had an English teacher. If anyone sneezed in class and you said bless you, she would stop the lesson and berate you for saying bless you. It would take like 5 minutes. You're going, I was just trying to be cool, dog. Wow. I know. People
a little tight.
People get weird with sneezes, man.
What about this random strong opinion? Birthdays are for women and children. Once you're a grown-ass man, what are we celebrating?
I actually get annoyed when people go over the top for my birthday. I'm like, guys, just leave me alone. Why? So we can celebrate 1 year closer to the grave?
Nope, we're making you a chicken nugget tree.
I'm not a huge fan. Me and Kevin don't like our birthdays. I don't think Denny's likes his birthday either.
I think all three of you are like, please don't make a fuss. And what do? Make a fuss.
There was 1 year I came in here and I swear, I go, what's with all the balloons? He goes, it's your birthday, dumbass. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's right. It is my birthday. My bad.
It's your birthday, dumbass. So not nice.
I was like, oh, yeah, okay, thanks for the cake.
Another random strong opinion here says, I am tired of these tall paper napkin dispensers where the employees either overfill or put the napkins in backwards and you struggle to get one napkin and you end up pulling 20 or 30 out.
Yes. And then sometimes people get mad at you for being a napkin hoarder.
Yes.
It ain't right.
That is terrible. When you go and you realize it's overstuffed, you're like, oh, I'm going to have to take a wad out of this. And you're right. Somebody looks at you with judgment. You're like, I'm not asking for this.
It's 2026, okay? We can't find a better way to open up a Capri Sun. Are you kidding me? We can do all these great things with technology and we still struggle. Like the movie Psycho trying to open up a Capri Sun. We can't find a better way. And don't get me started on Pedialyte.
This random strong opinion says, after you finish using something, say maybe a pair of scissors or a flashlight, put them back where they belong. Yeah, I am huge on that. And man, it is rough for me. I guess I've said this many a times. Grew up an only child. Everything always went back in its place, took very good care of it. And now I've got family members that do not respect stuff. And I can always tell because I have my headphones that I have for my phone. Now, I used to have the earbuds and all that stuff. My family took them and then they've lost them or broke them. And, you know, that's what happens. And that's why I don't like them using my stuff because they don't respect it. And so what happens is I will take my headphones and the cord is laid out nice and neat and it's folded and it's tucked in its exact spot. I will find those same pair of headphones 6 days later and they will be in a huge knot like your Christmas lights look. And it's usually thrown behind the couch. Oh, I'm just like, this is the issue because then I go to look for them and they're just never there.
That's when I knew Kevin was a little bit of a psycho because I remember looking at his playlist of all of his songs and they were all, I mean, when I say organized, that's not even the right word.
Curated.
It was alphabetically ordered with categories, with song, like everything was in the most pristine order I've ever seen. And then I'm like, well, that's kind of crazy. And then I helped him assist softball coach with his daughter. And I looked at his the practice prep. I go, this man's a maniac. Oh my gosh. It's 19 pages long.
Someone tell him it's a game.
It's so organized.
It's not a game, Virginia.
Oh my gosh.
It's life.
It looked like it was written with calligraphy. It was just so amazing.
It was planned to the minute.
I go, dog, it's so organized.
Welcome to my psycho mind. And another one here, random strong opinion says, scrape your plate off before putting dishes in the dishwasher. It's a dishwasher, not a garbage can.
You are right. That's how you get your little drain clogged.
And it's Florida. Roaches like water and they like food. Just don't even do it.
I know y'all got some hot opinions about AI and robots coming in and taking jobs. But what if that meant you could get a good $9 haircut?
A robot haircut?
They're doing it in China now. They got robot barber kiosks that they're starting to set up to see how they do and how they look. So far, the initial word is good. What you do is customers step into a smart kiosk where the system scans your head in 3D. It analyzes your hair shape, face structure, and cutting angles. Then it uses robotic arms to deliver a precision haircut. And each session is $9.
Look, if they're already doing this stuff in the medical community, a robot is what helped. I mean, obviously, I had a great surgeon with Dr. Avino, but there's also a robot that was involved that had great accuracy, and that's why you see hip replacements, they don't take as long as they used to. It's so accurate. If it's in the medical community, I'm assuming it's going to be in the barber shop as well.
I've seen the machines where over like in China, you can put your hand in it and it gives you a manicure.
It's gonna come.
Okay.
It's gonna come down to a culture war. Do you want to support humans or are you going to support convenience? Some people are going to go fight against screaming and saying, "I stand with the humans," and then other people are going to get used to the convenience of getting a haircut for $9, which, by the way, will jump to $19 in 2 years. Just because AI is going to be doing things for people act like they're not going to have to pay a service. That's such crap.
Well, that would be the terrible bait and switch. And who knows? You're right. That could be the big ruse that we're all going through, where they do things like they get rid of all the hairdressers, all the barbers because of AI robots. And then they do a bait and switch where you think it's always going to be $9. Then as soon as you get rid of all the barbers, now we're going to jack the robot haircut up to the same price that you would pay for a human barber.
What's the same thing we bitch and moan about when we get a new streaming service? Oh, I got it for $7.99, and then 4 months later they raise it to $11.99, and then 4 months later Virginia's on the microphone. It's $20, and I'm canceling that.
Yeah,
that's what's going to end up happening. Nothing's going to be free. Wake up, people. A utopia in 10 years.
Well, they do it with everything, it seems like. They get you hooked on it with the low price, and you're like, oh my gosh, this is great. $9 as opposed to $35 for a haircut, and then you're all excited, and so you start doing that. And then they probably eventually raise it to $35.
Drug dealer 101. Yeah, you want some? You go, Ralston. First one's free. Second one, it's half price.
Yeah.
Third one, I want $10,000.
Yeah.
You're already hooked now.
Well, I just wonder, too, whose hair is easy enough to cut. I would imagine this is probably the Flowbee market. The people who don't really care too much is like, it's all good, it's just whatever you want to do. 66% of people right now are saying, even with a huge discount, they are not getting a haircut from an AI robot.
I mean, scissors, that's kind of scary. One wrong move. And
well, I think it's pretty contained. I'm not sure that it's not like, don't think that there's wild hands and scissors flying all over the place.
That's what I pictured.
It almost looked like a robot type Flowbee type thing, where it was not that it was vacuuming your hair, but it would go through and it was like just little short trimmers inside whatever the machine was.
If they're able to rebuild body parts with the machine, they're going to be able to tighten up the lines in your hair.
Well, yeah, and you think, too, if you see your friends and they're getting high fashion stylistic cuts, and you're like, where did you get that? And they're like, and they're paying a tenth of what you're paying, you'd be like, okay. Even though that number right now is at 67% no, you start seeing all your friends doing it and they feel smart and you feel stupid because you're paying a lot of money and getting maybe a worse haircut, you might start switching.
That's my fear, as everyone's vocal right now. AI, it's taking over everything, blah, 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 and our jobs, and hide your wives, and hide everybody. They're taking them all. But if it gets convenient, and all of a sudden, Nick, you even said it when you went down to Miami. You're like, I don't want to go in a robot car. Then you went in a robot car. You're like, I kind of liked it. It wasn't bad.
I loved the Waymo driverless car. Way better than Uber and Lyft.
So there you go.
And I've been in so many Ubers and Lyfts, and the handful of Waymos that I was in Miami were 100% better experience.
This is going to be a topic on the show in the next year to two, where we're going to go through the list and be like, what do you prefer, AI or human? And that is going to be what we're going to all be doing over the next 5 to 10 years after experiencing it and it improves, and saying, what do you want, man or machine?
Look, it's also I think there's going to be a spiritual fight going on here.
Okay.
Because, well, look, if you are taking out we're human beings, and if we're noticing that human beings don't have jobs anymore and they're losing money and they don't have a way of protecting themselves because robots are doing that, you don't think some people with a heart are not going to want to step in and fight for humans? It's just like a movie. Now, some people are going to be. They're going to love the convenience of it because it's not going to affect their life. They're happy. They're just getting a haircut, and it's not going to hurt their life. But other people, it's going to hurt their livelihood, and that's going to be a culture war.
Well, I've heard Elon say that we're all going to be rich and wealthy, and we're not going to need to work. I haven't really heard him clearly explain how, but he seems to be convinced. But again, he's going to be the one, unless he's giving me all of his money, which would be great.
I know he's super smart. I know he's way smarter than anybody in this room. Elon, what the hell are you talking about? Utopia in 10 years?
Yeah.
I'm not. Do you see that?
I don't see his vision, and he's not really explained it well that I can understand it. So I don't know where it's going to go. Yes, I think AI is going to take a lot of jobs, but how are we going to replace it? What are people going to do? How are they going to get money and get basic goods and services? $9 haircut is going to be out of the price range of a lot of people that have a job.
$9, I'm still paying for something.
Yeah, and I don't see a lot of rich people right now sharing their money with the rest of us. So that's why I'm not too confident.
The gap is big.
Yeah. And the other thing people are questioning today is in your home city of New Orleans, they're now using AI to answer the 911 calls. And some people are nervous about that. In fact, one 911 dispatcher said, I was doing this job for 11 years, and this is the worst idea you could possibly think of. Now, what this system does is it will give the difficult calls to a human, but the easy to deal with routine 911 calls, AI will handle itself. Think of just a regular automated phone system that you already have and use to get through that.
Oh, I can see problems with that. All of a sudden, you get stabbed 11 times, but it goes to the wrong non-emergency one. What's your emergency? I've been stabbed 11 times. Okay, we're sending non-emergency over right now. Glitches are still going to happen.
Sure.
The other thing, too, people got to realize, I know that there are some stuff on the internet where you hear a not very good 911 dispatcher. There's a lot of great 911 dispatchers. And when you're in a time of crisis and you need a human voice to talk you down, talk you through, or get your mojo back to help somebody, you're going to want a human there.
And those could be critical seconds, too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
And the response time matters. Mm-hmm. And if it takes 30 seconds to figure out if the call should be given to a human or handled by the robot, that could be 30 seconds you really need it.
When it comes to life and death, I want a human. I want at least a human I can talk to and explain the situation to. I don't want no robot.
Well, New Orleans is saying, trust us about our 911 operators. Have we ever gotten anything wrong?
They got a pretty good reputation.
Trust New Orleans, they say.
I trust them to make me a drink.
Now that I trust.
I trust
But
them
make sure
to
you're drinking.
throw a great party.
But also make sure your drink's covered.
Just not to run anything else well.
If I'm stabbed, I don't want to have to explain to AI, well, I just got stabbed and go through the details.
Tell me your place of pain. Is it 1 through 10? I got stabbed. Send somebody.
96% of KVJ Nation is not feeling the AI operator for 911. You can always sound off. Go to YouTube yourself and look for the KVJ Show.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that dirt of the day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Suge Knight is currently incarcerated. The Death Row Records co-founder made it a point this week to say, I don't have the information. I'm not saying nothing. Don't call me into court. This whole Keefe D court case has begun, and a lot of people are looking to Keefe D, including Suge Knight, and saying, Keefe D, you need to say who is involved. Now, according to Suge, when he called into TMZ Live yesterday, he doesn't want to be in court as they are continuing jury selection today. He doesn't want to be in court, but he does want to be on TMZ Live.
Of course he does.
He says that the murder of Tupac Shakur was an assassination. And he says it was involving far more people than the lone man that is now standing trial, talking about Keefe D. He wants Keefe D to squeal and say exactly who was involved, exactly put him up to it. And Suge said he's not going to name names. So there we are.
He ain't no rat.
He's not a rat, but he wants Keefe D to be a rat and say what happened and who did it.
Okay.
Fascinating. I just hope that we finally get answers. And I know people have thrown Diddy's name out there, and who knows if Diddy was involved in anything, but I don't know. It's crazy.
I'd be shocked if Diddy was involved in anything, right? He's such an upstanding man.
So squeaky
Oh my
clean.
God, the shock would be.
Well, Tiffany Haddish has pled guilty to that nearly 5-year-old DUI arrest that happened back in Georgia almost 5 years ago. And she pled guilty finally, and now I guess is putting all this behind her. She did a plea deal, got 12 months of probation. She must periodically check in with probation officers and has to complete a DUI course and 40 hours of community service, and also stay away from drugs and alcohol. Her driving privileges have also been suspended. Mm-hmm. Finally, Rod Stewart is having to hit pause at the age of 81. He was still doing shows and touring and Vegas residencies, and realized, oh boy, I have to do this medical procedure, which I don't think sounds very minor, heart surgery where they put in a coronary stent.
Yes, I've got family members who have that.
So, yeah, the doctors are like, look, bruh, you're 81. You need to sit down and not do any shows for maybe a few weeks of recovery. And he's like, all right. So he said, I'm very disappointed to have to miss these shows, but I look forward to getting back on stage and having a good time with you all again.
Look, some guys have all the luck. Some guys get all the pain.
There you go.
Look
See
at
what he's
that,
doing
huh?
there?
I do.
Yeah, young
Look at
kids, that's a
you.
Rod Stewart
He's
line.
a fan of Rod.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your
You
dirt.
should throw something at me.
I would, but you were in a car crash this week, and that just seems
You've had
not
enough thrown at you.
nice.
You're right. You're right.
No pile on.
It's time for viral audio.
Hey, you have beautiful hair.
They can't hear me because they're listening to Kids Spot.
We got weights and fit. There we go.
They're going to be doing a Netflix version of A Different World. If you're a Gen Xer, you might remember that show that used to air on NBC. Well, it's gone through many different iterations when it comes to the theme song. Phoebe Snow performed the theme during the first season. Aretha Franklin did seasons 2 through 5. Boys to Men did the final version for season 6.
Huh.
And now you've got Brandy, who is stepping in and doing her own version for the Netflix version of A Different World.
It's a different world than where you come from. It's a different world than where you come from. It's a different world.
The story of A Different World is going to be following the character's daughter as she attends Hillman College. You might remember from the original.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be premiering on September 24th with original stars Kadeem Hardison and Jasmine Guy reprising their roles.
Oh,
How fun is that?
good for them. I bet they're happy.
Also, Jason Sudeikis. He is out there promoting Ted Lasso and got on stage with Mumford & Sons to sing the theme to that show. That's kind of cool. Okay, there
That's
you go.
very cool.
Yeah, well, that's the guy who does the theme, so to get on stage with him and
So-
reprise is pretty cool.
Were you telling us that the Ted Lasso this season is getting mixed reviews and not as loved as the older seasons.
One review that I read, it's only one. I can't even remember the publication, gave it 2.5 out of 4 stars, and they had only seen the first 4 episodes at that point. They said the first one's pretty slow, and they pull a lot of acrobatics to get him back into the fold of coaching in England, and they felt it was a bit far-fetched. But ultimately, they said the ride of Ted Lasso, which is that feel-good show, it still gets back to that, and you accomplish that, but you've got to suspend a few things, be like, that's kind of stupid.
That starts to happen with some shows. I had to start doing that with Cobra Kai. The first 3 seasons were amazing. And right around the 4th season, they started adding a lot of teenage drama. Yeah. And I'm like, I'm not here for this crap. I want to see Johnny and Daniel and Kreese. And they still had great moments, but you had to kind of go through some crap moments too.
Yeah. Well, I guess apparently the cast flies from England to Kansas City to see Ted Lasso to convince him to come back. And like, you couldn't call?
Yeah, that's
like you get everybody together, like that's a.
You can FaceTime.
Right. So that's kind of where the critique started, was with that. And they're like,
it was filmed in 1998.
Yeah. And is The Rock ever going to have another career other than acting? He's done wrestling, but you could soon know him for music. He apparently is going to be doing a solo music career, taking a little break from acting at some point to go a little bit more, kind of like old school soul, he calls it, maybe a little country flavor.
You're welcome.
Have we not learned from wrestlers of the past that come out with albums? I mean, from Hogan to Macho Man. I want to hear it. I definitely want to hear it.
He already sang on Moana.
He has a good voice.
He has pipes.
He's got a better voice than Macho Man, I can tell you that much.
Okay. Well, he likes George Jones, Merle Haggard, Lil Willie, maybe Sam Cooke, even Elvis, some of his influences in there. And he's already done the song Your Dad, which he co-wrote, which is a ballad dedicated to his daughters for the Moana Voices Across the Ocean companion album.
You go move those mountains, sail across the oceans, go show the world and prove there's nothing you can't do. I'll pray while you're sleeping and watch you while you're dreaming. I hope you understand just how proud I am to be your dad.
It would be so awesome if all of a sudden it got interrupted by the Undertaker's bells. And oh my gosh, it's the Undertaker. And the song just ends.
He just body slammed The Rock's daughter.
We can do that. We can make this magical editing happen with just a few clicks.
Oh, yes, and they get sued.
Would be something. Okay, which one of these things of micro cheating could you actually look past, or are these a deal breaker for every single person out there every single time? Now, one of the things that you might see, how would you handle this? And to me, it depends upon where you are in your relationship. You have where we're just kind of getting going. We're within the first year. We've been together a couple of years. Because, look, they do ebb and flow. You have the honeymoon phase. Then you have the phase where I really don't know them. Then you have that phase where maybe things start to drift apart a little bit. You got to try to find yourself back. And that sometimes is where these micro cheating things start to come in, where you don't have that same kind of interest. Somebody gets a little bit too snoopy, and maybe somebody gets a little bit too frisky with somebody else.
And then you realize 5 years in, you're like, oh my gosh, I really do know them. What the hell have I done?
Yes. A lot of people will forgive it, but some people may say not so fast. Flirting with somebody online or in person.
Done.
It's over.
Oh, yeah. I don't. No, you have to respect your partner. Flirting's not respecting. And I know other people are to go, you're so jealous, Bird. You're so oversensitive. Well, I will wear that with honor. I don't give a crap. When you're with somebody, you don't be flirting. You don't be rubbing on their shoulder, because you're opening up some dangerous doors. Show some respect for your partner.
Some people say it's just kind of their nature. They're a little bit flirty by nature. It's the way they are. They would never go home and sleep with you, but they just are, that's the way they act.
Well, that's what serial killers say. It's just my nature. Well, change your nature then. You can change. You can make changes if you give effort.
Where do you sit on that one, Virginia?
I don't know. I mean, I think mild flirting is not that crazy, but...
Well, what's an example?
Just like, if you're talking to somebody and you touch their arm, like, it doesn't mean that you want to, like, hook up with them.
Well, that's an accident. that's different than flirting. Yes, can something happen where someone's talking and you touch somebody? I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you're in the corner and they're laughing and there's a rubbing of the arm.
Oh, yeah, no. Rubbing, no.
Or any of that. Yes, I get some people are just, they're touchy by nature and they mean nothing by that. I'm not talking about that.
Friendly,
Yes.
charming, disarming. Flirting mildly can help in social situations, but there's a big difference between a mild touch on the arm to like a pet.
Yeah, because there's some Southern people I know. It's just their way. They call you honey. They call you sweetie. They give you, oh, you want some more eggs, and they'll touch your arm. They're not trying to bang you.
They're not trying to give you their actual eggs and their ovary.
It's their way of being polite, and that's different to me.
Yes.
Reaching out to an ex just to see what they're up to, but they don't reveal it to you. You find out another way.
So if I just reach out to my ex-girlfriend out of the blue and I'm with honey face, is that wrong? And could I forgive that if she did that to me? Hell no. You're not reaching out to your ex.
What if you're still friends and you've never not been friends, but you realize, you're not meant to be together, but you occasionally check in on them from time to time, but you have no romantic interest.
How do I know that? I don't know that. How do I know you and your ex-lover have nothing else going on while you guys are communicating with each other?
It's called trust.
Yeah, well, there's a reason why people start feeling insecure, because that trust starts to get broken.
Okay.
Because you're doing things that are out of pocket.
He's a no for two. Yeah, because I do know that will happen. From time to time, people reach out and be like, we're just friends. I mean, it's nothing. I would never do anything.
I found out, an ex-girlfriend reached out to me when they found out I was with honey face, and they sent me an email, blah, blah. They were doing that to try to get back in and cause drama and not really congratulating me.
Yeah, if you can see the motive is sinister and it's someone trying to rekindle an old flame, I think you have to cut that off at the pass.
Unfortunately, some things have to happen in life, and when you're in a relationship, you may have to say goodbye to some people that were really close in your life because there was so much intimate history. Call me strange that people that used to sleep with each other sometimes might have a couple drinks and make a bad mistake and sleep with each other again.
Oh, yeah. I'm sure it happens all the time.
Of course.
But do you cut it off before it gets to that point? Say, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt now. But yeah, if you ever got to the point where you're hanging with them and having cocktails, that clearly crosses a line that I wouldn't allow.
Friendship communication, I wouldn't have a problem with. Meeting up and not being transparent, now that would be a problem.
It all depends on the situation and the relationship, too. There's some people that aren't a threat and you can tell. And then there's other people that the person you're with may not see it, but you can see it a mile away going, that's a tiger looking to pounce. And she doesn't see it, or maybe she does see it and she's ignoring it. That does happen. Where one has got their eye on the prize and they're, I'm just friends with Virginia. I'm not trying to sleep with her. And if you gave them one opening, they would be on you like flies on a rib roast.
Yeah, that's different. That's definitely different. If someone is throwing out the I want to rekindle vibes, then you can't be involved in that person's life at all.
How do you feel about this micro cheating? Regularly liking or commenting on an ex's social media. That could happen where maybe you're perusing through, you notice your partner's ex, and you notice that their name is always on there for a like or a love or a flame or whatever it might be.
I'm a baseball man, Kev. I try to go baseball strategy in life.
Okay.
I think it's a terrible strategy if you are liking and hitting up your ex on social media for not only your girlfriend to see, but the whole world to see.
You may not reach out to them. You've just liked or loved.
It doesn't matter.
Whatever they have up there.
And let me guess, it's the one where she's bending down in a bikini. Oh, I just love it. We're friends.
Yeah. What's she doing in that picture? Because that does make a difference.
That makes the difference. Yeah. What is the photo?
If she's laid out like a ham sandwich, then we might have a problem.
Why are you playing with fire?
Yeah.
You're playing with fire when you're doing all that.
What if she just baked her grandma cookies?
It's different.
It's not. It's not different.
I think you could like
you're showing you're still emotionally attached to that person, and for some people, they're not going to jive with that. Look, if you're a person that's not like that and doesn't get emotional and go, "Oh, they like their ex-girlfriend's cookies," God bless you. I was raised in a family we weren't like that. If my dad, if Facebook was around and he liked a comment of an ex person he was with, my mom would cut off his mustache and feed it to the dog. She would not.
Not fun for your dad or the dog.
No, because she's like, what are you? What good is it? What good can come out of you messaging your ex? Oh, nothing bad could happen there. Why? Because you want to see how they're doing? No.
He is his mother's son.
You know what? I've also seen it happen too many times to too many people I love and care about, where it starts off, oh, so innocent. Oh, I'm just going to reach out to the ex, and they end up sleeping with each other. Now, that doesn't happen every time, but you are getting closer to that fire. If that's controversial, I don't know what to tell you.
How do you feel if you and your partner are having some issues and they have gone to another female to vent about it and get relationship perspective? Now, it's not that they're exes or anything like that. It's just they are talking to a member of the opposite sex to get their guidance and how to deal with you.
It really just depends on the respect of that friend. Does that friend respect your relationship? Or
you don't really know them. Let's say it's even a coworker or something like that.
Don't do it, because what happens is you start to paint your partner as a monster, and you're only getting one side of someone's perspective. And I've seen that happen before, where all someone does is trash their partner, and then you meet the partner, and then you go, wait a minute, the partner's actually not the issue. The person trashing the partner is absolutely the issue. So I don't always trust one-off conversations, because I'm not in the room. I don't know what happens. I don't know how y'all act around one another.
So not down for that, huh?
I don't think you should ever bash. Now, a close friend is different.
No, they could say venting and getting perspective is a way to position it.
If you're in a bad enough situation where you're upset, I think a lot of us bounce things off a trusted friend.
Trusted. If you're talking to somebody at work you don't know that well, you're out of that inner circle. Now stick to people you trust. You don't even have to bash the person you're talking about. You can talk to your best friends or your family and say, I'm struggling with this. How do you think I should handle this? I don't, but you got to be careful not to always bash your partner and then keep getting back with your partner, because your family and your friends are going to get a perception of that partner, and they may be innocent. They're just getting a perception that's not true. Yeah. Oh, he's always a jerk. He's always a cheater. He does this and he's never done any of that, or vice versa. You got to be careful who you bash and how you bash them.
And what if they gave gifts or money to somebody else without letting you know? Let's say it was just even for groceries, but it just so happens to be somebody of the opposite sex.
Yeah, that's a little weird, because especially if, you pool your finances and you pay bills together and you support.
Let's say they have their own money and it's coming out of their money. It wouldn't affect your money.
This is such an easy fix. If you're worried about any of that, you call up your mate and you say, hey, there's somebody here at the store that has no money. Are you cool if I end up buying money for them? It's a woman. She's struggling.
First.
Yeah. And if it's going to turn into an issue, you're like, I guess I'm not going to be doing that. But I mean, just talk to your partner
before you give it. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Yeah, all these things, I don't know, maybe for some people they're a clear out, but I'd say all of these things can cause a lot of trouble in a relationship. And you got to watch even the little splinters that get in that can cause a bigger divide.
It's the ex one's a tricky one, when you want to still be friends with the ex and they've been intimate and all that. That takes a strong person that's the new person in the equation to not feel insecure and jealous. Because how do you know? You don't know that guy. You don't know what he's up to.
And I think if you do and you make moves with transparency and you tell your partner that you're currently with what you're doing before you do it, as you're doing it, after you do it, like from the beginning, middle, and end, just tell them everything you're up to. You can't get in trouble for things that you've been open and transparent about. It's those little things that you keep in the dark.
It's these micro secrets. And they're questionable behaviors with micro secrets that cause the distrust in relationships.
If Honeyface called me from a bar and said she's having drinks with an ex-boyfriend, we would have issues.
Yeah.
We would have a problem.
She should call you before she goes to the bar and say, hey, I'm meeting up with bro Skinny.
And then that would be the beginning of our breakup.
Yeah. Hey, stay all you want. You don't need to come see me afterwards.
Hey, have a double.
Yeah. Oh, you can handle. So I saw this question asked on social media. Should a man send an Uber for his date? Now, it all started with this viral screenshot in which a woman asked her Hinge match to send her an Uber to their first date. And he said no, but he offered to pay for her ride home instead. Now, one comment said, every good man I've ever been on a date with has sent a car. It's very weird to not send a car. Or adding that she even uses Uber Black.
Or even pick somebody up or drive to pick your date up.
I mean, I think it's a beautiful gesture, but if it's the first couple dates, aren't we all responsible for getting ourselves to wherever we're going? Like, is he responsible for paying for your Uber when he doesn't even know you on the first date?
Yeah, I think that is the ultimate question because it seems like it breaks down several ways. Because I think there are some people in the dating game now with the way stalking and how freaky people are that they don't want anybody picking them up at their house or knowing exactly where they live on a first date.
I fully agree with that. You meet out in public somewhere where there's lots of people and you get to know each other.
Right. So they're saying, okay, if that is the case, then just send a car to me. But the question is, you'd be
send it where?
You'd be giving up your address on top of it.
Right.
So then that would be just the same thing and defeat the purpose.
Totally defeat the purpose of safety. It's just about, at that point, I want him to pay for my ride to the date, which it's a great gesture if he wants to do that. But that has to be something that he says, hey, I want to do this for you. It can't be something that you say, hey, you need to do this for me, because you don't even know each other like that yet.
Yeah, if you offer, it's a cool flex. It's showing like
absolutely.
You're like, all right, this guy's starting off. He's being kind, but no, you don't call a date and go, you need to send me an Uber. Okay, date over.
Well, be careful too. Like if you demand that he sends you a car and he's setting it up, now he has your address. And if he is a creeper, you were way better off just getting yourself there and figuring out during dinner that he was a creeper without him having your address.
But she wants to drink like 6 or 7 margaritas. She don't want to drive.
I support 6 or 7 margaritas, but you get your own Uber there and then you get your own Uber home.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if there is a way, because I'm not a master at working Uber, where you can get somebody a free ride that you're not going to be privy to what their address is.
You can send an Uber to someone's house, pick them up.
If you don't know the address?
Well, you get the address from the person. You say, what's your address? I'm sending you an Uber.
Right, but we're saying that's the part where if you don't want this guy to have your address, you shouldn't be letting him set up your Uber. Because now he has your address in order to pay for your Uber.
Yeah. Is there anything where you can throw a token and be like, okay, I'll give you a $20 credit, and then you can go order it yourself on your own app?
I bet you could. I bet you could share a gift card code.
Yeah, I mean, this is all new. When I was in the dating game, you didn't have rideshare. And so I'm just kind of curious, if I was a young Kev and I'm 20 years old, I'm going on a first date, should I be wary that the right protocol right now is you need to get a ride for your date?
No, I don't think a 20-year-old guy should be expected to set up transportation for his date.
I always thought if it's a first date, the guy goes and picks up the girl in his car and drives her to the date, and that's how you do a first date.
That was in the day where girls were okay with you having their address, and now in today's day and age, they're not.
Right,
we can't do that. Now we got to both meet at a designated public space with other people around for the first date.
No offense, but... And this is coming from a guy who watches a lot of murder and a lot of Dateline. Y'all watch too much Dateline and murder. Not everyone is a murderer and a killer, and that's going to more people are not murdering than are murdering.
And sometimes maybe it's not even murder, it's just they're annoying.
Or
And they're
stalkers or weird.
Or just they'll show up unannounced.
You're better off not letting a new date know where you live.
Yeah,
It's just the way the world is now.
I was just wondering if this is standard protocol now with the younger generation where a ride is expected from anybody. Is this something that's common practice?
Don't sacrifice your safety, ladies, for a discount on transportation to the venue.
Yeah. Only 24% of people are saying a man should be paying for their date's ride on a first date. Only 24%. So
save that for when you get to know each other a lot better, and maybe he finds out that she's not in a financial situation where she can afford transportation, and he wants to be nice and do that for her. But that's not like the first few dates. I mean, y'all got to get a little deeper for that kind of information.
Okay. All right. Hold on to your money, young Kev. You're okay. Don't get her a ride. You'll be fine.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
The Whacked Out News being powered by Lebovic Law Group, Warriors for Justice. This, to me, is the creepiest story easily of the day. You're a high school football player in Arkansas. Already, you're just out there in the heat with pads on, dying. And then you kind of feel something going on, like in your helmet. You're like, is something moving? What the heck is this? Well, the player took his helmet off. He's like, yeah, I think there's something that's inside of my helmet because they've got little rows of padding up in the top of it. And they look and they're like, I don't know, it's kind of like brownish and it's sheen. They're like, I don't know. So they're like, I think I might know what it is. They took the helmet and they put it down in a big old tub of water. And all of a sudden, a very venomous cottonmouth snake comes crawling out of the helmet to try to come up for air.
Oh my gosh.
He was practicing for an hour with a cottonmouth snake tucked up into his football helmet.
This snake was like, wee, I love this roller coaster.
Oh my gosh, the thing was 2 feet long.
Did it give him some extra oomph on the field?
Oh my goodness.
2 feet long. That thing's going to weigh a little bit too.
Wow, yes it would.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
Wow.
they're sneaky little buggers. They can hide. You'll think you're lifting up some small little thing and all of a sudden, ba-ba-boom.
Yeah.
I would be losing my S-bomb.
Oh, yeah.
If I pulled a snake out of my helmet, and I've been wearing it at practice
I'll tell you
for
what,
hours.
it'd make me run a lot faster.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. And now we're finding out the secret weapon of Tom Rahill. He is the one who won the 2026 Florida Python Challenge by capturing 96 Burmese pythons in just 10 days, and he got the $10,000 grand prize.
Damn, he was working.
Yep.
And then 10 minutes later, 7,000 more were born.
It's true.
He'll go back out there and get more money next year.
Can he go back out today?
Yeah, he needs to go out every day, doesn't he?
Yeah.
His secret was an e-bike. That was it, because when they unleashed everybody else into the Everglades to go get the snakes, they all were just right at the surface edge of it. So he took an e-bike and found this old kind of like buggy road and was driving it all the way back there. He said, I'm going to go as far deep as I can on this e-bike. And that's where he's just like, oh my gosh, because it's almost like they knew. They're like, all the pythons are talking to each other. Hey, man,
Go in the back. Go in the back.
It's Snake Week, right? Like, oh, man, we got to get out of here. And so they all like, yeah, go in the back. And they all went in the back. And Tom Rahill went right to the back.
Damn.
And just started pulling them right out. Yeah.
That was smart of him.
His 96 snakes accounted for more than a third of all the 280 pythons that were removed by all 907 competitors. 907 people. His 96 snakes make up a third of it.
And nobody saw him scoot off on the e-bike and thought, oh, man, we got to do that.
Guess not. You got to know this is the guy that does it.
Huh. Next year, you
yeah.
can bet there's going to be a lot of e-bikes out there.
He is a veteran professional python hunter, and he's the founder of Swamp Apes.
Well, now you've got my attention, and I want to go down to the skunk ape area. Who's coming with me? Who wants to go?
I'm good. It's mosquito season.
Yeah, Tom Rahil will go with you.
Yeah, Tom is like, let's do this.
He does do the guided tours and all that, too. If people want to go and try to get that python catching experience for a nominal fee, he'll take you out there.
We'll get an airboat together, or if Kevin comes, we'll get a hairboat.
I think it's an e-bike.
Can we go in the winter?
Sure. Let me just go out there by myself and just see if I come back.
Yeah, I'm gonna be a giant pain in the butt.
Give me a week, and if I don't come back on day 8, the Everglades got me.
No, go with this guy. I think this guy is the secret.
Some things a man must do alone, Virginia.
I can see you and your buddy Bigfoot and this guy like becoming fast friends.
What if I did do that and I came back like a legit badass hunter? Like I came in wearing, I don't know, snake skin hats.
I don't know, 40-something years of wussy, 1 weekend of badass. It ain't gonna flip.
You don't think it turns that quick?
It's actually almost 50 years of wussy, so make sure you get that extra year in there. You're right. I think there's no way you can program me to become a badass. I've missed my opportunity.
What do they say about an old dog?
Yeah.
Are you about to be 50?
Yeah, dog, I am. How old are you?
Oh, I'm 53.
Then sit down.
Woof, woof.
Yeah.
No, but that's a milestone birthday. We got to do something special.
I don't want to do nothing special. You know what I want to do? I want to go out to the Everglades and try to have a snake bite me.
I want to end it all.
Different environment, but still dangerous. An Alaska family sailing trip turned into a survival ordeal after a humpback whale rammed and sank their boat in Glacier Bay.
Oh my gosh, the whale was pissed that they were there.
And it was about 11:30 p.m. too. They were all asleep, and they just heard a giant thud, and then the boat just sank.
Oh my gosh.
I've got a bit of a fascination with whales right now. I've been watching so much stuff about them.
What happened after the boat sank? Did they have life preservers on? How did anybody know that they were there?
They had no time to grab emergency supplies, so they struggled with a water-filled dinghy before reaching the shore. Lewis's son swam 130 yards using a backpack as a flotation device.
Whoa.
They really didn't have any clothes or supplies, so they built a fire, waited till 6:30 a.m. to try to get rescued, and a park biologist found them. Later suggested the whale struck the boat while chasing fish, so it was an accidental knock. But
okay.
You wouldn't believe how big some of these whales get. There's this video of, and these aren't really, they're not even whales, they're dolphins. It's the killer whales, but they're really dolphins, and they're very smart and large, and they like to put on shows for humans. So these people are in a canoe, and they are just going under the canoe. They're squirting water, but they're playing with them. It was their version of having fun with the humans.
That's horrifying.
But if you were in the boat, you were crapping your pants.
It's good PR, though. I mean, you don't want anybody who's a possible tourist thinking that these whales are out there with a grudge hitting boats on purpose.
No.
Spinning the story and saying, oh, yeah, he probably just hit your boat because he was chasing fish.
There's some amazing killer whale stories where they help humans out. I'll stop there. I've been watching a lot of documentaries.
So they don't hate us.
No, they don't. Now, if they're in captivity, that's when they will turn on a human. But if they're in their natural habitat, there's not one case of them killing a human being.
I'm on the whale's side.
Hell
if you
yeah.
lock me up in a tank that, like, is a shoebox, basically, I'm going to be pissed.
It actually kind of breaks my heart, to be quite honest with you.
Me too.
Well, another rogue animal, this time a fly, caused a little bit of a problem during a CNN segment with the economist Justin Wolfers.
How do you think the Fed is going to read this, considering they didn't hike interest rates at the last meeting?
Mate, I just swallowed a fly on live television. And
I was trying to keep talking while you were coughing so you could figure it out. It's all good. I'm with you. I'm with you.
He swallowed the fly
right there on
to
TV.
eat the spider that wiggled and wiggled and wiggled inside her.
Trying to keep going.
That's amazing.
Troopers in Arizona arrested a driver on Saturday who admitted to drinking, but the driver also had a license plate that said, "Arrive alive, drive sober, or get pulled over."
Huh.
You know, I think sometimes drunks do that to think, oh, well, clearly they can't be drinking and driving.
I'll throw them off my scent. Like the bag that says definitely not drugs in here, and it's a bag filled with drugs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Love doing that move.
Comedy.
And unfortunately, homicide investigators in New South Wales, Australia responded after 2 people discovered an abandoned suitcase containing what looked to be human body parts.
Oh, no.
They were horrified. They were sitting there looking at them for quite a while. In fact, the investigation went on for several days before they realized it was actually a doll complete with hair, a nose ring, and bruised legs.
It was a doll?
It was a doll. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Somebody cut up and put it in a suitcase.
Somebody has a murder fetish.
Or maybe they were just making their own personalized horror movie for YouTube.
Some people make movies on YouTube. Some people use dolls. Some people cut them up.
There you go.
You just got to make sure that you properly dispose of said suitcase and don't leave it for somebody to find and think it's a dead body.
Someone has such a good point. They go, Bird, imagine if you would have gotten in a car accident yesterday and you were dressed as a mime and I would have had to get out.
Oh, that'd been amazing.
I had a bunch of like weird props.
But you couldn't tell them what happened. You had to act it all out. They'd be like, oh my gosh, what do we have here?
They would have made me walk the line.
They probably would have taken you in for questioning.
That would have been something.
They would have, my mugshot would have been,
You're trying to give a description of the Danny DeVito looking guy that rode you off the road.
That could have easily happened, though. I mean, I was dressed as a mime all week last
Thank
week.
God.
Yes.
Thank God, or it should have happened that way.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
I gotta tell you, there's so many shows now, I cannot keep up. And Virginia, I'm only like 3 or 4 weeks away from football season. My gosh, I've got so much I've got to watch.
Uh-oh.
I've got that Ted Lasso new season that has dropped. I got Outer Banks that is out. I still got to take care of. Oh my gosh. And now Reacher season 4 is dropping on Prime Video today. That's with that Alan Richson dude that has kind of been very vocal here lately.
Who
Okay.
kind of pretty much cut off half of his fan base.
Yeah. Only the people who like adventure and, guns. So
Whoops.
only that part of his fan base.
He does an interview. I got to tell you, I'm really against guns.
No, not that, but
No, he didn't say that.
he was saying things that the people who like the action adventure type stuff, would not care for what he's saying. So
Careful, dude.
yeah, maybe the last season of Reacher, at least with him. So we'll see if you really like him in it.
Next season will be a reach.
As they
Yes.
say in the business, it was a good run.
Yeah, he had a good run. We'll see how the season is dropping today. What you got on your mind, Bird?
What is on my mind? I wrote, okay, that's what was on my mind. I was talking to the good people in our chat room, and I was pleasantly surprised when I threw this idea out there because it's been on my mime, if you get what I'm laying down. I want to have a mime party. Now, hear me out. It doesn't even have to be sanctioned because I know we got to go through legal and all that. They're going to say no. They will use their words, not act like it's a mime and say no. So what if we did like a little mime party? Everyone's got to dress as their own version of a mime. Maybe you do a little bar crawling. Maybe you have a little house party. And you're allowed to talk as a mime. We're talking mimes. The idea is just to do something goofy, get people together, have a few drinks, have some laughs. Everyone maybe can do their own version of a little mime routine. I think that would be fun, or does it sound like a terrible idea, and would you not want to be a part of that?
I think it sounds fun, and I think any kind of bar crawl where everybody's dressed in the same costume is just a party on foot.
Or even if I had a house party.
Yeah.
But the only rule was you got to come dressed as a mime.
yeah.
And everyone's just hanging out, chilling, just acting
love
like
it.
you don't have to. You don't have to stay silent unless you're
Okay.
Virginia. We would prefer that.
Only certain people. You hand out maybe like a mime ticket where for the next 10 minutes you can't talk.
2 rules of this mime party, though, if I threw it at my house. 1, got to dress like a mime.
Okay.
And 2, I need at least 30 seconds of some kind of a mime routine. I don't care what it is. It can be stuck in a box.
Okay.
It can be you fishing and catching a whale.
So you got to put on a little performance there.
You got to give me 30 seconds. I think that's what makes the mime party exciting.
Yeah.
That's how you get in, maybe.
That's if not, if you ain't got
maybe do it at the front door, and then you could do a little video of everybody coming into the house and put together a mime-tage.
Oh, I want to make. First of all, I like where your head.
It's terrible, but I just want to jump in with everybody else.
I like where your mime's going.
Where my mime's going?
Yeah, I say I like what you're saying.
Yeah.
Maybe at the door, I see that you're dressed as a mime.
Yeah.
You give me just a taste.
Yes.
But
you gotta give me a quick act to get in the party.
But the 30-second routine.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's in front of the group. You're getting on stage. We're gonna sit down. Everyone gets their time to mime. Or their mime to shine.
You could let them promote their business, and as they come in, like talk about the place they work, call it Mime Your Business.
Whatever. I love it. Look, I don't hate it. And I even think there's awards given out throughout the night. The Spirit Award. The best mime, the one who did the best job. Maybe the funniest mime. You get a little present. Isn't that? Am I losing my mime, or is this fun?
You're losing your mime.
But tell me,
it could be fun too.
Goofy. We need more Goofy in the world.
Yes, right.
We do. There's so much serious crap.
You get some takers, no doubt.
Absolutely.
You get a good crowd there.
I think, yeah.
You better make sure that bar's on point too, though.
Oh my gosh, we would that bar would be stacked. I was trying to think of a mime pun. I couldn't think of one.
Yeah. And how you know somebody's really hammered or if they're just miming like they're drunk?
That's the fun of it.
Okay, yeah.
Because you could do that part of your routine. Whoa, I'm drunk.
Look out.
Whoa, look at Virginia.
Jbird's really drunk, or is he?
Or is he? Oh, he just broke a vase. Oh, wait, no, he's actually drunk. No, he broke a vase. It was expensive.
That's
all right.
Relax.
Okay. I got 2 people. Denny's, you in? I got 3 people in the room.
Okay.
And I got some chat rumors. All I needed was 3 chat rumors to say I'm in, Bird. That's all I needed.
Okay, party's on, baby.
Party is on. I'm so close to getting my house ready to go for a full mime party.
That's good.
You need to do KVJ Cribs, too.
That's all going to go down, but I do get nervous about the randoms.
Okay.
I love random people. If random people are cool. Last time
Maybe you wouldn't even know because they were dressed as a mime.
Last time I had random people over, a Russian woman stole my weed vape pen. In front of like 40 people. It was such a bold heist.
Yeah. Just let them take it.
What are you going to do?
I don't think I had a choice.
You can't fight a Russian woman in your house.
No, and she was so assertive, and I'm like, wow, is this your house?
Her pen now.
It is her pen now. I kind of got punked out.
What's on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, yesterday I told you I was all excited because my mom wanted to come for the Rust Market.
Yeah.
And it's coming up. It's booked again in September. And we can do a whole KVJ thing out there because she had so much fun at the Rust Market last season. Mm-hmm. So I went ahead and found a really good flight with a good price. And I bought the ticket. And then about 45 minutes after I called and spoke to her and bought the ticket, she tells me, oh, wait, I have a conflict.
Oh, she got a busy schedule. She got a lot going on.
She's going to be in this talent competition at her senior center.
No way.
She's going to sing aptly Crazy by Patsy Cline.
She'll nail it. No, she got that's her right
That's her
key.
song.
That's her key, too. She sings it beautifully. I've heard her sing it.
She really does. So she's going to sing that in the talent competition. And if she makes it to the finals...
Yeah.
The finals are on the same night that she was supposed to fly here to Florida that I already bought the ticket for. So
this has got some serious Emmett Otter Jug Band Christmas vibes to it.
I can't decide whether I'm pulling for her to lose or not.
No.
Because I don't want to have to pay those change fees from Delta.
How much are the change fees?
I don't know. Usually like $75.
If your mom wins this thing, I'll pay for the fees myself.
No, you
your
don't have
mom
to do that.
deserves to win and come down here.
I agree. She will. If she goes to the finals, she's going to the finals. And I told her I'll just rebook the ticket. I'll pay the change fees, the charges. And not to because she was going to cancel it when she realized. She's like, oh, I just won't perform. I'm like, no. You got to perform. You got to get up there. Ma.
Listen, believe
Ma Otter needs to perform.
I swear to you, I was listening, as one often does in the middle of August. I was listening to Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, the album. Your mom has the same type of voice as Ma Otter. And
100%.
And I mean that with the utmost respect, because trust me, Kevin, if you listen to Ma Otter on a Friday night and you're drinking by yourself in the dark, you will cry.
We should do a little duet next time she comes.
How much alike we are. Perhaps we're long-lost brothers. We even think the same.
You know there may be others.
Oh, man.
Put yourself together.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
I will absolutely. I'll dress like an otter.
Does your mom like dressing like a mime? We could bring all this together.
Oh, my gosh. She would love to mime it up.
I did have to have a talk with myself and go, you're starting to have a lot of characters, Jason.
You've always had a lot of alter egos.
Busy mind, Kevin.
He is a busy mime. Just found out that July, the hottest month on record on planet Earth, according to what they're telling us. Heard that July was not only the hottest month, but 2026 looks like it's going to be the hottest year by the time it's all said and done. And they're saying 2027 is likely going to be even hotter. Guess we might be still seeing some of that El Nino, and that's increasing the heat a bit.
Is it going to go down in 2028?
You know, if you look at the hottest years on record, it's pretty recent. Majority of them, every now and then you have that anomaly that goes back. But yeah, it's for whatever reason, it's getting warmer. You, I'm sure, have your own deductions as to why, but I think it's just a matter of us having to realize that we're living on a warmer planet, and you might have to start making some new adjustments to be able to survive it.
I have no deductions. I rely on Kevin Ralston to deduct and think things through sensibly for me so I can figure out what my opinion is.
Gotta tell you, I'm deductless.
Oh, no. Quack, quack.
Right.
Yeah.
All I can tell you is it is feeling warmer. I just go on touch.
Yes, Florida especially. Now, when I was in Cleveland, I was like, ooh, this is nice.
I just don't remember ever feeling like I had a villain's laser beam going through my back.
Right.
And sometimes there's a certain heat that it feels like it's going through your body.
It feels like a pizza oven.
Like a laser almost.
Yeah. Well, you know, anything you can do to just make it a little bit better. Yesterday, you're just talking about putting the sunshade even now up in your car whenever you park. I always try to find a tree to park under. I mean, I know that's very basic, but there are some little things that you probably need to start incorporating into your life in the summertime, and especially if you work outside. Denny's was talking about a buddy that he has that does just this, and he's got an interesting hack that I have not yet heard of. He works in irrigation, and what his hack is he keeps his deodorant in the refrigerator. His deodorant.
Oh, I'm so going to think that's frosting and put that on top of a cupcake.
With your bad eyes, you're going to eat it.
Oh my God, what's this cool? It looks like gel. We put this on some bread.
So I could see it being cool in the moment. How does this effectively keep him cool throughout the day? Or is it just to have that moment while you're home, you put on the deodorant that is cool and you smell fresh and now you're chill?
Yeah, so he started doing it because he works outside, and when he would go back in or go to his cooler, he would keep a deodorant stick in his cooler. It was one of the tips recommended to one of the people he worked with.
Oh, actually out on the scene.
So after he'd be done and they're taking a break, he'd apply it, and he was like, it's very refreshing. So then he took that and started just doing it all day, every day. So he keeps his personal deodorant at his house now in his fridge, and he's like, I've just gotten so used to it. He's like, it gives you like a burst of coolness.
Huh.
He keeps it right by the weed.
Okay.
You said he was a horticulturist.
Yeah. That's the irrigation, huh?
Oh, irrigationist. Sorry.
Yeah.
You hear what you want to hear.
Uh-huh. That's something I'd never heard of, putting your deodorant in the refrigerator.
I love it.
What about, tell me if you like this,
Mm-hmm.
putting your socks in the freezer?
And then
As long as they don't get wet.
Well, yeah,
we're cool.
Well, don't put them. Yeah,
but when they start defrosting, are they going to be wet now?
No, don't put them in there. I'm telling you, take a pair of socks, clean, of course.
Yeah.
Put them in your freezer for about 20 minutes. Then put them on your feet. Tell me you're not in ice heaven.
Okay.
There's your little foot hack of the day.
Nobody
will. There's not one person that will try it.
No.
I mean, I would try.
I think it might be hard to get on.
No.
I see a difficulty there if they're frozen.
They're not going to be frozen. 20 minutes is.
They won't be frozen together.
They're going to cool them down. They're going to be cold. They're
Yeah.
going to feel very good. You'd have to get them wet, and they'd have to be in there for a long time. 20 minutes with dry socks is not going to freeze your socks. It'll make them cold.
Okay.
And it's gonna give you a little bit of little jolt in your feet.
Right. Okay.
They're going to be wet when they defrost.
They're not gonna. I'm telling you.
Okay.
Y'all acting like how do I sound like the crazy one?
Hey, Denny's, is this the same friend that was getting the frozen water bottles that he kept and would put them on his gooch during the day outside to cool down?
Yeah, same technique. He'd take the frozen when he's sitting in the car or whatever. He would stuff it under his crotch. And he's like, it's like the center cooling area. It just cools your entire body.
I don't hate it. If you're outside in this weather, you got to do what you got to do.
Got to be careful if you're a lady, though.
Don't serve that water to anybody, though, after it's been all over your taint.
If you tainted water.
That's your water now.
They say a lot of it is those little pulse points. And, maybe your gooch might be one, but they say the other ones are like your neck or your wrist or your armpits.
I've heard your wrists.
Yeah, they say it'll dramatically cool your body if you put ice or something like that on those cold points. You'll feel a lot cooler more fast.
Don't sleep on your pepperonis either. I'm trying to clean it up for the radio. Your nipples.
Ooh, I don't know. These might shoot my.
It's a lot easier to give comfort to your wrists in public than your nipples.
Well, don't do it in front of a group of coworkers.
Well, I'm not. I'm outside.
Go buy the lawnmower and just take a little cube and rub it on that nip.
Take an ice cube and rub it on your nips out in public and let me know how that goes.
I mean, it's not a bad social experience.
It's not.
If I went to the racetrack and just did that,
they'd be like, "That's just another Wednesday."
That's not even the weirdest thing.
You would not phase that gas station.
You're right.
And a little addition to Jbird's idea about putting your socks in the freezer, they said if you take the clean socks and put them in a Ziploc baggie in the freezer, then that will help out where they can't actually be cool and you're not going to get maybe the condensation you were worried about, Virginia.
Yeah, I don't want a wet sock. That to me is one of the worst things you can have.
You won't get a wet sock with Jbird's refrigerated socks. It's a new product I'm working on. They're unisex. Anyone can wear them.
Love it. Yeah, they say when you cool your feet, you're going to cool the rest of your body down a lot faster.
Okay, because heat rises, baby.
Yeah.
I feel like my feet are never as hot as the rest of me. And they say that means that you have like poor circulation.
Get off the internet. Stop reading that. Stop watching Dateline and stop reading medical things.
No, I think that's a medical thing. I think it's a fact.
I know it is, but just because you're experiencing it doesn't mean it's the worst case scenario. I get it. I know. You're not dying.
I'm not going to beat you dead by Christmas.
Honestly, I really don't know.
You
anymore.
tried.
I don't know.
You tried to kill yourself this week.
I didn't try. I was almost murdered. Where's my composite drawing?
Of Danny DeVito.
I know it does look like Danny DeVito.
They say that taking a lukewarm shower instead of an ice cold one will actually cool you off faster because extremely cold water can cause your body to respond by conserving heat.
Oh.
So the lukewarm shower can be more comfortable and sustainable.
Interesting.
Oh, I keep my shower just so hot. It is, I mean, to the point where you're like, Bird, that's your skin.
Yeah. Cool yourself off faster?
You don't like it hotter? You don't like it hot?
I go all over. I mean, sometimes I like it hotter. Sometimes I like it cooler. Menopause has changed me. But I used to be in the same club as you where all the time, steamy, super hot.
Oh, yeah. You got to get one of those hoses, Kev. You get all kind of areas on your body.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
That works?
Oh, it works everywhere.
No wonder you're taking 45-minute showers.
Oh, that's been my MO since I was 15.
They say another counterintuitive sounding heat hack is to eat spicy food. They say that the spicy foods can trigger sweating, which can help your body cool itself, particularly in dry climates, which we're not in. But if you are in one, you find yourself there. Actually, oddly enough, I guess spicy food helps you
I'm not
feel
trying to
cooler.
sweat more.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I don't know if I love that one.
I don't love that.
This isn't bad, though. The spray bottle. They say keep in the refrigerator. You should have a little army of spray bottles. Take them with you with cool water, and they say that's a good thing. A good misting fan. It's not too wet, but just the right amount of moisture. That can save a tiki bar in South Florida in August.
Spoken like a man, because if I get next to a mister with my hair, it'll get all frizzy and gross, and I hate a mister with this hair.
So it comes with bad hair and a lot of complaining.
Yes.
Oh, that's not good.
Some people do the thing where they just take a cooler of ice, put a fan right behind it, blow it right over it.
That's smart.
Okay, can your prissy behind handle that?
Yes. As long as you're not putting the moisture at me or on me, I'm
Okay,
good.
then you're all right.
Are you? How do you do when you do those ice baths or those? You know, when you sit in. I did that with Tyler.
Cold plunge.
Yeah, I did that with Tyler Cameron, and he struggled with it too. And he's fit
They're
as
tough.
a fiddle.
Yeah.
Those things are hard to deal with. I don't know
Yeah.
how people can stay in there that long.
People do it, and I have a girlfriend that does it. She built one in her house. That's how much she loves it. And she deals with chronic inflammation issues and autoimmune stuff, and she swears by it.
I wonder if it's one of those things where the more you do it, the less it gets awful. Because I've done it quite a bit, and it's been miserable. I can't last longer than, I'm lucky if I make it in there a minute.
I'm sure you build a tolerance to the shock.
It really does work. I know a bunch of fitness gurus are going, you got to do the ice plunge, bro. It repairs your ligaments and lacerations disappear.
Do they say that?
I don't know, whatever.
I wouldn't trust them if they did, because they don't sound like they know what they're talking about.
They sound drunk.
You know these TikTok health influencers.
Lacerations disappear.
Right. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to listen to that
That
guy.
doesn't sound medically sound.
Don't listen to that guy.
Yeah. Well, you can always share anything else you got. 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. One comment said, to the mechanics and construction workers who have access to air, take the air gun and put it in your shoe and pull the trigger. OMG, it is so cooling.
Ooh.
I can see that. Yeah, if you got to wear boots, can you imagine how hot your feet are getting throughout the day?
Well, I remember we did that. We put me in this inflatable outfit, and then we blew me up with all this air, and I blew up like a balloon, and I got to tell you, it felt relaxing. I could feel the wind. It was nice. Do you remember doing that?
No.
You don't remember doing that?
I'm trying to remember now.
We've done so much
We
to
did
you.
a lot of prop vaudeville stuff in our. Hey, look at us! You can't see us. We didn't have TV yet, but look at us.
We did so much physical stuff with no eyes on us.
Where's the video? We don't have video, but just take our word for it.
Welcome to the old KVJ show. Should have mentioned this a day or 2 or 3 ago, but better late than never. Congrats to the Okahili 8-0 Chiefs. They went and dominated at the Cal Ripken World Series Championships. They finished the tournament undefeated 7-0, and they won their games by an average of 9 runs.
Wow.
Great job.
That is domination. I got to tell you, Okahili is having a year, too. Now, they're always a great program, but with their baseball association, they had their 9-0 team also reach the Cal Ripken World Series, and 6 Okahili teams have advanced to the regional tournaments this summer.
That was the first time ever playing baseball that I almost kind of shuddered in fear. I was 13 years old, and all the guys from the Okahili All-Star team pulled up, and I'm not kidding you, some of them looked like they drove up, and I was only 13. They had facial hair, and they beat the living snot out of us because they were men.
That happens.
Okaheelie's always been known to be, you've got your Okaheelie, you got your Palm Beach Gardens, you got your Jupiter. These are all big when it comes to the baseball, softball world. I know I'm missing a few other big cities out there, but
okay.
Kevin knows about those worlds.
Oh, yeah. I've been to them many times. Well, if you want to see some baseball tonight, the Marlins are at home against the Pittsburgh Pirates at Lone Depot Park. The Marlins have won 3 in a row, going for a 4-game win streak. They won 6 out of their last 10, which is not too bad. And they're now 2 games over 500. So go and root on our fish. And right down the street, you got Inter Miami going to be taking on Lyon tonight at New Stadium. So who says Wednesday's got to be boring, right?
Yeah, it's a party.
Well, you know, we cannot wrap up a KVJ show until we get Jbird's thought for the day, and that's what he's going to give us right now. What you got, Jbird?
I just wanted to quickly just give a shout out to one of our KVJ Nationers, Jamie Lynn, in our chat room. She, her dog is missing, and I feel bad. I always hate hearing that.
Yeah.
The dog is an older Yorkie. His name's Kylo, in Palm Springs near the Brandon Bay Apartments. And I've got a picture of the dog and what he looks like. So if you do see the dog, just know that one of our KVJ Nationers is losing or lost, can't find it. I know that's got to be a horrible feeling.
Yeah,
so,
it is.
you know, want to help everybody out here. All right, let's get positive now. You keep asking life for a sign that things will change. What if your refusal to be given up is the sign?
Okay, I get it.
I messed up a word. I don't have my glasses on. And
Yeah, I think you lost Virginia on that. Yeah.
how about this? Call your parents, tell them you love them, and try to find this lost
Let's
dog.
focus on a little sweet dog.
There you go.
Find Kylo.
You know what?
Come home, Kylo.
I did too much. I was doing too much.
Kylo, come home.
You overextended yourself.
I did.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.